Oh my god. Y'all are so
Take a picture.
Does it have a pocket? It should. I think the girls.
Damn, bro, that ass is fat.
They look good.
I think we do go somewhere though. I just don't know where, because I don't think that's like a black.
So when you die, I think what scares me, like when I think about my mom dying. To 50.
Oh, that's why you don't answer, because you don't fucking know. That's
Like, I don't want to feel the pain, like, of dying.
So you just don't want to like drown or like burn?
No, I don't want to drown. I don't want to burn. I low-key feel like I'm going to get into a car crash one day. That's going to be how I go.
Dude, okay, so that's crazy because every time I make a right-hand turn, it's always a right-hand turn, bro. I'm telling you, every time I make a right-hand turn, like especially coming off of River Park going on to 59, always feel like I missed something and someone's just gonna fucking plow into the driver's side and fucking kill me. Like it is like I always get like, it's like I wouldn't say like an adrenaline dump, but it's like, oh shit, like did I look again, like, or did I see whatever.
Hey, quick pause. Our third co-host is calling. We're gonna put him on speaker for the podcast. Hello.
Yo, where y'all at? Y'all done or what the fuck? I'm barely leaving.
You're barely leaving work, and it's 9:47.
Yes, bro. I'm barely
Wow.
fucking leaving.
Dude,
What's your name, bro?
Yeah, what's her name?
Grind, bro.
The grind. Now we're actually in the middle of the podcast right now, so you're being filmed, and you're gonna be on the podcast. So.
Hell yeah. What were we in the middle of talking about?
Fucking bitches getting money.
You gonna hold the phone?
Fucking bitches get money. You goddamn right. That's what I do. Minus the fucking bitches.
All right. Well.
Or the money.
Well, shit. It's me, Chavy, Michaela. So just come ASAP.
Alright.
Where's
Okay,
she?
I'm pulling up. Oh wait, you can't. You mean I can't do it like on the phone? So alright, cool.
No.
Anyway, I'll pull up.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
All right.
So he works at BMW?
Yep. He be slanging the fuck out of them cars. He just
Bad,
bought a new one too, and it's really nice.
Dude, so nice.
Yeah. Some people just got it better than others.
Right.
What were we talking about? Strippers.
You getting hit by a car.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so why do you think you're gonna die in a car crash?
Because one, I can't see. Like, I don't have, like, glasses or contacts. And the other day, I killed the cats, remember?
What?
Oh,
You did-
yeah.
what?
Do you have bad juju that day?
I know, I did have bad juju that day. Oh, yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. Okay, so it was like this past Thursday, last Thursday, and I told you it's because I didn't wear my black obsidian crystal,
Yeah,
which like
I've
is
seen that.
which is like supposed to like repel any negative energy. So I didn't wear it the one day. I was on the way to the gym, and as soon as I get there, like, I'm warming up at the squat rack, and then there's this girl who comes up to me, and she's like, wants to use the squat rack next to me, and is like asking me if I'm using it. I'm like, nah. But when she gets there, there's like 3 plates on the barbell. So obviously she's not gonna be repping that shit out. So she
Yeah.
had to like take it off, and I was like not looking. I was like looking at the opposite direction, and all of a sudden like the barbell like falls down, and the 3 plates hit me
So
on my
she
leg.
took like the 3 plates off the other side and left 3 plates on the other side. And then it,
honestly,
like,
I
took
don't
over.
even know what happened. It just kind of like happened so fast, and
Yeah.
like I was already just irritated and annoyed and just over that day, and it was
Yeah.
like right whenever I started my workout, and that shit happened, and like I know she felt bad, but I was like so mad.
She just picked up a plate. And fucking-
Yeah.
Nah, I'm playing.
I was like, and it bruised, but anything like bad happened. And then when I went home from the gym that day, I ran over a cat.
You said it was a black
black-
cat,
a
right?
black
Yeah,
cat.
damn, bro.
So is that bad luck if you killed it?
Why did we
Usually-
invite her on the podcast
usually-
today?
Usually you have to like
Bad juju.
You can't go past where Black Cat like was, right? But she hit it
Maybe I killed the back.
and stopped it from its path.
Wait, didn't you hit a bird the other day?
Bro, it was a fucking pterodactyl, dude.
Pterodactyl.
So I'm on my way to work chilling, and I was just like, man, I was like, I just want a new truck. Like, I should probably just get a new truck. And I was just like, I still got to replace this in the car, replace this. And then I was like, well, let me see how much mileage I have. So I look at the mileage, and I look up, and I just see this big-ass black dinosaur in the middle of the road. So I was like, oh, shit. So I went, like, you know, try to, like, dodge it real quick.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't flying away. And I just clipped it with my front right part of the bumper, and it, like, made a huge hole like this in my bumper. So, yeah.
Was it a vulture?
Yeah. So what's new with you? What's changed since like the last 2? Oh, you went to Austin. How
Oh
was
yeah,
that?
he went to Austin.
Hey, no invite. You seen that? No invite.
Right? I
First
was
of all,
Dang.
I went on a vacation, but she's not my bae. She's just she's a friend I met at Pablo's Mexican Kitchen.
A friend.
Yeah, I mean, we are just friends.
You have a lot of friends.
Yeah, I do have a lot of friends. You're my friend.
I'm not the same type of friend.
Huh? Well, yeah, because you're a guy. You remember on the other podcast we had the topic of conversation about can guys and girls be friends? Go back and watch that podcast and you'll understand my friends.
So can guys be friends with ugly? Never mind.
What?
I was like, so could guys be friends with ugly guys, like unattractive guys? Is that a thing?
That's not even.
I mean, I'm friends with you.
You see, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it because I knew it was gonna come. I knew it was coming. That's why I was like, nah, bitch.
Wait, so who'd you say is more attractive, me or Chavy?
Shit. Okay, I'll answer that honestly.
Yeah. It all comes down
Okay,
to
to
personal
be honest,
preference.
you know I don't like white boys.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're already at a disadvantage.
Yeah, 100%.
But you're muscular.
But yeah,
Got a
you are
beard.
muscular. You have, you know, you're like kind of built, I guess.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda
Not
both.
as much as me, but you're getting there.
What? Why are you laughing, bro? Wait, so is it me? Do I win?
If I had to pick, like,
Yeah.
to who to marry,
No, because I wouldn't want you to marry me. I'm not gonna make a good husband. I'm talking
Okay.
about specifically just no.
just okay, like objectively, like just looks.
But I don't even want to say just looks too because
If you just walked up and saw both of them,
yeah,
Who
we'll
would I
do
go
that.
to?
Yeah, we'll
like,
do
who's
that.
more attractive,
Yeah,
without ever talking to them.
I would probably go to Chavi.
yeah.
I'd probably go.
That's cap. I
No,
feel like
I don't
you-
know, bro. Because I feel like that's like really, really her preference. So like she likes
Yeah.
the dark beard.
Yeah, I do
dark
not like white
features.
boys.
Yeah, I know. Which I mean, it's cool.
I need them to have some seasoning.
Yeah. I mean, I'm cultured
Oh, that's true.
as a white man, but
That's true.
He is. For a white guy, he's pretty cultured.
I'm very cultured. New Balance or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
That's a different kind of balance.
I know, but I was just.
Is that like pH balance? First of all, what is pH balance?
Isn't that to do with like your period and shit?
That's with like your hormones, right?
Okay, not really.
Has to do with your what?
It's like a,
Oh, it makes like your
it's like an
vagina
acidic-
stinks, bro. Right? Right? Like if your shit's off, that shit stinks.
Oh,
Is it not? Like,
I feel like he has a point though.
like if it's off, your shit has to have like some kind of funk to it.
Or you don't fucking shower or drink
Not
water.
Like the correct thing to say, and that's why girls are uncomfortable.
yeah.
Well, enlighten us
Okay?
then.
Because it's not something that you can control.
Yeah, you
It
can.
has to do with your hormones.
So if
It
you-
has to
So if you don't diet and drink, or could you diet healthy and drink fucking, what's that called? That water, essential water, like it ain't gonna fix it, or like the alkaline water that has a pH balance thing on them.
I mean, that'll help,
Yeah, I think
but
what you eat and drink help balance your body, but that's not all what it has to do with. So it doesn't have anything to do with how clean you are. It doesn't have anything to do with like what you like wash with, like any of those. So like you're not supposed to use regular soap, right?
yeah, no.
Because it makes your balance off.
Like
right?
regular soap as in like
So what do
body
y'all wash
wash?
your vaginas with?
So you use like dishwashing soap?
You're supposed.
Fucking dog. Laundry
They
detergent.
use it on the ducks.
No, literally.
Good to me.
Welcome, Enrique. So what were we even talking about before?
Enrique rudely interrupted.
You didn't really interrupt. We just had
Oh,
to
we're
get
talking
you.
about
Oh,
pH
pH.
balances and how your
pH
body knows you're
balance.
cheating.
I don't know.
Enrique's like, what?
Do you know
Wait,
anything
what?
about
Your
pH?
body knows you're cheating. What?
Bro, y'all explain.
Enrique's
y'all
like, I
explain
came just in time, baby. Cheating? I know all about this. Not because he cheats, but
He's on the other
he's on the other side of
I'm on
the.
the receptive end of a lot of shit.
Oh damn.
Oh, anyway.
Anyways,
Damn, you just got here and they're just clowning the shit out of you.
Immediate roast.
Why is it so
Literally.
easy with it, bro?
I know. Damn, my bad, Enrique, bro.
So,
No,
so,
what
so now I'm
happened?
easy.
No,
I mean,
no.
that's what Tinder said. I don't know.
What the
Ooh.
fuck? Anyway.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I saw Enrique.
Deflection. Oh, what happened with that?
No, we saw that like on the
Nothing,
podcast.
literally.
Oh yeah.
I saw it on the podcast.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was. Yeah,
Because he was showing me that Tinder chick, and then like I accidentally like clicked out of their messages.
Accidentally.
And then I see Michaela at like the top. I'm like, oh, here's your phone back, Enrique.
He was like accidentally.
So what y'all talk about on Tinder?
No,
Literally
we didn't have a
nothing.
party.
She
Why would-
ghosted my ass.
I actually deleted my Tinder.
Damn.
I did
Why?
Yeah. You
I'm
did
not
too.
looking for anything. And
Yeah.
plus, Tinder, I've had Tinder for like a minute.
Yeah.
It's literally gotten me nowhere. I want to find like a genuine person.
You don't think you find a genuine person on Tinder?
No,
I feel-
there's not a lot of genuine people.
I feel
think
like
you have to go to
can, but
eHarmony.
yeah, or
Christian
Mingle.
Mingle.
Like Christian Mingle.
Yeah,
Farmers
I feel like
only.
Farmers only.
Christian
yeah,
Mingle.
yeah.
I feel like every girl on Christian Mingle has like a lot of pubic hair. I feel like they all have bushes, like 100%.
Do they have pictures of those?
No, I mean I don't have Christian Mingle, but it's just like
It's like
I
a
just think-
criteria.
Drink scores low.
I just- no, literally,
Like, how can you
I
even know that?
I just feel that way because like Christian Mingle, obviously they're like Christian women, right? And then like
no,
they don't.
I think those women are like
The freaks.
the freaks.
Yeah,
You
probably.
think so?
Past
I don't know.
daughters
100%.
and everything.
They're the undercover ones.
Well, at least the ones that are there because they want to genuinely find like Christian men. Like obviously, if you're Christian and you live by Christianity, obviously like it's no sex till marriage, right? That's what's in the Bible. So I don't know. I feel like if they're not out there like having sex with guys, then obviously they just let that shit grow because I mean they don't have a reason
I
to
don't
like
know
shave it.
any like I don't
Hey.
know very many people.
got that
stick to
LRP.
that.
You heard that shit too, right?
Yeah.
What was it?
Like
It was like
sirens.
Oh, sirens?
It sounded like sirens.
I think it was just the refrigerator.
No, I
making
heard
ice.
something like.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
You
Did
know
you
what? I
fucking-
thought I heard something like that too, but I was too busy talking about pubic hair.
No, should I
I'm
put it?
pretty sure it was the refrigerator making ice.
I could still hear it. It sounded like it was coming from somewhere.
It
Oh,
sounded like
okay,
it was
then that was
outside.
the
It's a demon.
This house
It
is
is.
haunted.
Oh my
though.
god. Okay.
This house is definitely haunted for sure.
Wait, for real? Tell me stories on that.
No,
Yeah.
deadass.
I mean, who wants to take it away? So
I mean, shit. Even filming a couple. I think the first one that we did over here, it was like I heard something in the hallway, and it's that hallway, and we all
Yeah.
had talked about something similar in that fucking hallway.
all in the hallway.
Well, Michelle, why don't you tell us,
Hallway.
since you're the owner of the residence, why don't you tell us about the first encounter with this?
We ended up having a party here at the house with the police department. And me and one of the girls, we were cleaning up to go back to the police department. And all the AC was out and the electricity was out and everything. So we had the windows open. And we had candles lit like all over the house. And we were going to like blow everything out and leave. And we were walking down the main hallway. And we heard like a sound like in that hallway to the left. And my friend Christy, she got like a bat or something. And she was like, somebody's in the house, somebody's in the house. We went and looked and there was nobody there, but we heard like somebody like laughing. Like, I don't know.
You
It
heard
was-
someone laughing?
Yeah, like just like,
What
it
kind of
wasn't
laugh?
like a loud laugh. It was just like,
Like, was it a was it
Something
was it
like
like a guy or a woman or a kid?
I would say like it was a guy, but it was just like kind of like, I don't know, like, you know, like,
ha ha.
it wasn't like a laugh.
Like a homeboy
it was
walks
just
out.
Like, it was just like a like
Like a
chuckle,
snicker?
like a snicker. Yeah, just like somebody like playing a joke on us, you know. So we thought one of the guys had like hid in one of the rooms back there and was like playing a joke or whatever. And we searched the whole house and we had come back out of the hallway and we'd come back here and we were like, okay, we have to leave. Like, I don't know, something weird is going on. Like, it was always like when we went by that hallway, it was like, okay, we have to run like out of the house because like we felt so uncomfortable. And it's just like weird things like that have happened.
Me, I fucking grew up in a haunted ass trailer. Literally in the trailer, there was a couple that lived there, and the husband gutted his wife in the living room and then shot
Oh
himself.
hell no!
Yeah.
Oh,
And we didn't know
shit.
this, bro. My parents, it was their first like big thing, you know, as a couple. They had me, I think I was like maybe 4 or something like that. And so everything was brand new when we moved in. They replaced the carpet. The fucking kitchen was still in plastic. Like they made it look like it was brand new. So we move in. You know, things are going good for a while, but then weird stuff starts happening. Like at night, you feel like the house was shaking. The fucking trailer was shaking. My room was at the front of the trailer, was always the fucking coldest.
Is that where he died?
Literally fucking cold as shit. Like, oh my God. So there was one day in particular where I was running around just doing my little thing, you know, playing with my toys and shit in the living room. So picture this ceiling right here, but there's a box, maybe like 8 by 8 box. And it's nothing but mirrors, right? Nothing but mirrors. So I'm playing whatever. Then I was like, all right, cool, whatever. So then I sat down and then I went to lay back, and dead ass adjacent fucking corner is her fucking laying there smiling at me.
Oh,
The dead
hell
lady?
Dude,
no!
the chick, yeah, bro.
Fuck
I'm still getting
that.
fucking goosebumps. Every time I tell that story, goosebumps, because the image is fucking ingrained in me. I literally, yeah, she's just sitting there smiling at me, bro.
Like, could you draw it?
I could draw it. I could literally draw
Holy
it. That
shit.
vivid. And then I literally jumped up, looked through that way, nothing there. I looked back up, she was gone.
Wild.
Yeah, bro, like fucking scary.
Wow.
So, not only that happened to me, I mean, I went to go take a piss in my bathroom one time, and then I heard him kind of like footsteps towards the bathroom, and then he was like, huh. And then the fucking
Nice
mirror-
cock.
The no, and then the fucking Jesus.
He said mid.
I've seen better. Nah,
but,
go ahead, bro.
Wow.
Nah, but like, so anyway, then the fucking mirror shook. I fucking ran out. What
your
else
dick out
would
still?
happen? Yeah, bro,
Oh.
dead ass. Yeah.
Damn.
No,
I
you
bet y'all's wearing
fucktard,
low.
man. Back then, I had the blue jean shorts that had like the stretchy fucking waistband. I mean, I was small.
He was a little kid, okay? Like you're talking about. Like,
Oh,
So-
Yeah.
Oh, damn, my bad. Oh, shit. Now it's like a goddamn.
Oh,
I
now it's
forgot.
like a-
I forgot. Damn, my bad.
Nah, bro, that was fun. It was a funny joke.
Damn.
Now it's like a
Um,
predator.
Nah.
My bad.
So I mean, multiple things. So there was a night where, and dude, so like sleep paralysis was a fucking regular occurrence.
Oh
Don't
my
even get me
God.
Regular
started on
fucking
that.
occurrence.
Same,
So there was
same.
nights, bro. Hold on. So there was nights. I had already seen the lady, right? So there was a day where I mean I was really into Spider-Man back then, so I wanted to climb the walls and shit. So the hallway was narrow enough where I could do the whole like.
Oh yeah, like with your hand.
Yeah.
Dude, that's
so,
dope.
So yeah, and then I wanted to take it a step further, so I put fucking glue on my hands, and then
Hey, that's lit, bro.
what?
That's tight.
Nah, so I did that, right? And then I go and I'm like trying to wait for it to dry. And then anyway, so long story short, there was a couple of handprints, like 4 of them, that I made on the way up of the wall, and they dried on there. And then my parents were just like, "What the fuck?" They laughed about it. Okay, cool. So it was already nighttime, so we go to bed, and then I wake up and can't hear shit, can't fucking move, fucking screaming. I can't even hear my own scream, like nothing. And then she's standing right next to my fucking bed, just watching me.
You saw
Her, bro. I look into her fucking eyes like every time I saw her.
You saw her
Yeah.
pupils?
Lack thereof, yeah.
Damn.
That's
Bro,
crazy.
yeah. So and then she's standing there and she used to just sway, you know, just chilling there, and I was like, fuck that. I closed my eyes, I fucking reopen them, and she's literally hovering above me, just horizontally.
Oh, no.
dude, no
Literally,
way.
yes, horizontally, bro. That shit scared the living shit out of me. So I closed my eyes, I prayed for a little bit, and then all of a sudden, when I went to jump up, I flew up, and all the sound came back in.
This man's holy water.
Bro,
I don't
So-
think that your whiskey
so-
is going to have
So-
the same
This
effect.
water.
So immediately after that, though, I'm like freaking out in my bed. I'm looking around. I mean, it's dark, right? And then in the kitchen, I hear his boots just kind of thumping. And then I hear a knife hit the fucking kitchen floor. And it's like a tile. So it's like, and then he just fucking did that same fucking, and I was like, what the fuck?
hey, bro, no.
So you said he gutted his wife?
In the living room.
Like her intestines?
Like straight kitchen fucking big old knife.
So how did you
upwards.
first find that out?
So hold on. So, all right, that happened, right? The next day we wake up, and then my parents notice on the light switch, right there where my hands were, there were smaller ones, baby ones.
Ah.
Yeah, like playing with me, like
Yeah.
fucking, yeah. So anyway, one night they tried to break into my dad's car. Back then, you know, the Civics, coupes, and shit were all really in. So they were heavy into getting stolen and modified and stuff like that. So he had a pretty dope one. He supercharged it, whatever. So they came in, tried to steal his audio system. Well, then they tried to take off, and he shot their back window with the shotgun. They burned out. So we called the cops. Fucking same cop pulls up, right? And he pulls up at the end of the driveway, and then they're sitting on the stairs or whatever. Like, is he gonna get out? What the fuck is he gonna do? He's kind of hesitant, and then he gets out, and he's like, all right, they seem okay. So he walks up, and then he's like, hey, folks, how we doing? You know, they were like, oh, well, fucking, they just did this, and that. So he's like, just kind of trying to introduce himself. He was like, oh, okay, just making sure everybody's cool. He's like, man, you know, the last time I was here was because something bad kind of happened here. And they were like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then he was like, well, and then he told them, he was like, there was a couple that used to live here, and you know, the husband gutted his wife in the living room.
That's
and ended up committing
wild,
suicide. They never told me this until we moved. So
Yeah.
imagine living through all that and then getting all the info at the end, like everything clicked.
How long did y'all
So-
live there in that house?
Did they move like shortly after?
We moved whenever I was like 13.
Yeah.
Isn't that illegal though? Don't you have to report, like if you're like a real estate agent, you have to report like any deaths within like the last 5 years or
Well,
something?
I don't know when it happened, but they
Something
bought
like
it, I
that.
guess, such and such time after.
Hell.
But here's the thing. So I'm there. I'm probably 6 at this point, maybe 7. So we pull up the carpet from the kitchen to the whole living room to switch it over to vinyl. We're pulling it up, and then I see a fucking brown thing, and then I'm like, hey, what's that? So then we start pulling it up more. Her fucking literal puddle is fucking there. And me as a kid,
No
I'm over here
way.
ripping up the rest of the carpet because I'm having a good old time, right? And then I just keep looking back at this fucking thing. I'm like, what is that, Mom? Like, what is that? I thought it was just a different thing in the wood, you know, pattern. Literally big oval, dried up, yeah, maroon. You know how it gets dark after a while?
Holy shit.
Yeah,
So
bro.
I heard like go. Okay.
Did you
So-
register that at the time though? Did you know that's what that was?
Dude,
That it was-
No, I did
Yeah.
not. So until
now, like,
later,
yeah.
I was just like, dude, everything just kind of reflashed in my head, and I'm like, it validated
That's
everything.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know, the craziest part too is I think maybe she was just trying to protect, because obviously she was maybe pregnant and he didn't like it or something. That's why
Well,
you know
looks
they
like
did the
baby
thing,
hands?
because the baby hands. Yeah, because of that. That's why I'm like, well,
Yeah.
maybe he didn't like it or didn't want it or something. But she was kind of protective because she would never mean to harm me. She just scared the fucking shit out of me because obviously I'm looking at this thing.
Yeah.
So when we moved out of that house that night, I went to sleep. I had a lamp next to my bed, and it happened to topple over. And then I wake up, and she was standing there, but this time I couldn't see any detail. I couldn't see anything. It was just a silhouette. And then she just kind of stood there, and then I closed my eyes again, and I heard her fucking walk away because there was papers on the floor that spilt too. Literally took like 2 steps, opened, and she was gone. Never did I experience anything else. So I guess she was trying to say bye or something.
Damn.
But
It's
yeah,
like
she was
stressing me
like
out.
kind of protective.
I
don't
literally
know.
have like goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'll take
fuck
whatever
that.
little thing we got going on here. Alright, no disrespect,
Hell
sir,
yeah.
but
Literally. Yeah.
Damn.
Literally having all that.
so to take it back to this house, I didn't know anything of that. Like, or whatever, dude. I can't.
I'm tripping, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Like, you just made me believe.
Dude,
This shit's,
that's
like,
why.
real.
That's why I like hear people out, and I'm like, all right, bro, you got it. Like,
Yeah.
just do you.
Well,
I
so
don't
over
know.
here, like when I first moved in, I would hear the door open and close, and I'd hear footsteps in the hall and everything. I would always think one of them came home for some reason, and I'd go out there and there was nobody there. And even now, like maybe 2-3 weeks ago, like I heard the door close and everything. I go out there and I'm like, I don't even tell them about it, but I was like, okay, like in my head, I was like, this is weird. I just go back to my room and just ignore it. 'Cause
That's
it-
why we
it
have
never-
cameras for the house.
It never
now.
goes like past that. It never goes past that, which is like cool. But growing up, man, I feel like I've seen some shit too. Like going back to the sleep paralysis thing, I remember I had came home from the fair with some friends and like
Okay, do y'all hear the noise now? Ah, it's your leg.
Is it?
It's your leg
Sorry,
moving
It
the
might be my
cord.
stomach.
okay.
Is it kicking?
You hungry?
No? Yeah,
Nah,
butter
yeah,
sandwich.
But a peanut butter sandwich, right? That's the insider. Just
Yeah,
whatever.
insider. Don't
No,
lie.
I think that was it was your leg moving the cord. It was
Was
making
it?
like a noise.
Oh, that might have
Yeah,
been it.
that's what it was, bro. They were over here like tripping. Fucking Enrique'S ghost comes out.
Dude, chill.
Yeah,
Anyways,
chill.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go home. Like,
Different black necklace on.
I know, right?
What's it called?
I don't have like obsidian.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyways,
So I came home from the fair, and like at that time we used to like tell a lot of scary stories and everything like that in the family, and they would always tell us like not to put your bed in like the middle of the room. I don't know what the reason is. Like it was like a superstition. And so I had my bed in the middle of the room, and I came home. I went to sleep, and like I was like, oh shit, the lights are on. So like I opened my eyes, and like I tried to get up, and like I couldn't get up. It's like something was like sitting on me. And like I tried yelling, I couldn't open my mouth, I couldn't yell, I couldn't move. Like I was just like paralyzed, dude.
Wow.
Like, and I literally felt pressure on my chest, like I couldn't get up. And I remember like stopping, like I was like, shit, like this is a demon or something, right? So I started praying, and then like I closed my eyes to pray, and then like I was able to get back up. And then I slept with my mom because I was not like sleeping in that room again.
how old were you when that happened?
Shit, I was probably maybe like 13, 12.
So yeah, so going back to how she brought up the little kid thing. So my parents told me a story about how when I was 2, so I was born in January of '98, and then her brother, my uncle, died literally almost a month later, February 7th of '98, and then my grandpa passed away later that year as well. And like it was November of '98, so she had a rough fucking '98. Like she was pregnant in '97, she had me in '98, and they kind of call me like her blessing or their blessing. I mean, even my birth was very troublesome. She had hardcore toxemia, and I wasn't supposed to survive that because her body was literally toxic for me. So anyway, and I think the umbilical cord was wrapped around my neck as well. Like somebody was trying to prevent me from getting here, bro, and I'm here. Nah, but so
Sad boy Rique made it.
yeah, so that this all happened, right? And then here I am, 2 years old. Never met them. I mean, they met me when I was freshly born. You know, my grandpa had me all the way through November, but they had this play phone for me, and I would play with it, and I would be talking, having a full conversation. And they used to call my uncle Chumino, and I was calling him Chumino, or something like that. but saying his nickname that I had no recollection of, no nothing. And then she was coming into the hallway as I'm kind of talking to him, and then she says, I just all of a sudden stop. And then I'm like, it's okay, mommy, you can come in. Grandpa said he saw you. Yeah.
Bro.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
chills.
Yeah.
I would fucking.
And they said that I would do that frequently. I would be playing with my grandpa. I would be talking to my uncle. And yeah, like I never, I mean.
That's crazy. And like you hear about those little kids who are like, who like say that, like they'll be same thing, like talking to people like that have died and like give like their parents or like their family members like messages like, or like know things that they could not possibly like
Even know.
know, you know? And but sometimes they say like little kids like are reincarnated from like their family members like souls or whatever, you know, so that's like how they know like those things because they're actually those people.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember back when I was living with my aunt. So one night, me and my cousin, like, we're playing games all night, and he goes to the kitchen. He's like, I'm hungry. I'm going to go make something to eat. I'm like, all right, cool. So he makes, like, a quick little sandwich. And so I go into the kitchen, and it's like a little, just like an entry to, it's a doorway pretty much to get into the kitchen. And so I'm talking to him, whatever, we're talking, and then he's like, all right, well, I decided I'm hungry, so I'm going to go make me a sandwich too. And I'm thinking he's here talking to me the whole time, because he was at for some period of time. And then, like, he didn't answer one of my questions, so I looked back, and I was like, did you not hear what I was saying? Because I saw, like, I just saw something standing there. And I was like, dude, like, you know, what's up? And I, like, looked back, and it was gone. But what I had saw in the doorway was a guy standing, and, like, he was kind of, like, say this is the door wall thingy. It was standing like this, and it was kind of, like, leaning over, whatever. I don't know how to say
Leaned.
it. Anyways.
Illiterate ass.
Yeah.
Literally. You know
Okay.
what's crazy is I have like half siblings on my dad's side, and I have this one sister who I didn't meet because she like died right before I was born, but her death date is my birthday. And I just thought that was kind of weird.
That's
R.I.P.
crazy.
Damn.
But yeah, so I saw this like shadow just like laying or standing there just like this, hand on hip and everything. And so I went back to the room and I was like, hey dude, like where'd you go? Or I went to the room, my cousin was gone. So he comes out the restroom, I was like, hey dude, like I was just talking to you, like what's up, like you didn't hear me?
He's like, nah, bro, I'm taking a shit.
Yeah, like pretty much. And I was like, no dude, like I saw you standing in the doorway, bro. He's like, no, like he's like, I wasn't. I was like, no, like you definitely were. And so he's like, bro, you're tripping. So he kind of believes in like ghosts and everything too. So like I'm telling, my aunt comes home, she's very religious. So I told her, I was like, hey Thea, like I saw this thing standing on the doorway just like this, and I literally showed her exactly how it was against the door, and she started crying. And I was like, why are you crying? She's like, you saw your Uncle Tito. So like he died.
He used to stand like that.
Yeah,
and shit.
she was like, he used to stand exactly like that, and like she went as far as to show me a picture of him, and exactly like that.
Like in the same spot, in the same
yeah,
doorway?
same spot and everything.
That's
doorway and everything.
wild.
I've never, and this guy died probably like I was either a baby or wasn't even born yet. Like I've never actually seen this guy before. Like it was crazy.
Yeah,
Damn,
that
gave
shit's
me chills.
crazy. But I've kind of done that too, where I'll be talking to somebody and I can literally feel, you know, there's somebody there, so that's why I'm talking, right? Because I think it's that person. You feel the energy, and then you turn around, and then it's gone, and then that feeling just disappears too. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because I saw it. Like I physically saw it. Like
I feel like I'm so intrigued by this. Like I kind of want to experience something, but then again, I'm like, I don't
this
know.
I
bitch,
wouldn't
fucking
ask for
Michelle.
I was
I
like,
wouldn't
nah.
ask.
Michelle
I
was
I
like-
don't know if I want to though.
Michelle the other day, she's like, we should get a Ouija board. I'm like, fuck
Hell
no.
no.
I
Dude,
said,
no,
hell
hell
no.
I would.
Hell.
So I did. When we were little, like we thought it was so funny. Like we'll get a Ouija board. We're at like a sleepover or whatever, right? And we thought that we like lit candles, did the Ouija board. My mom has never allowed us to have one in the house. Like it is not allowed. Like she's scared of it. Like we're not allowed to play with it. Whatever. So we go to my friend's house and she has one, and I was like, oh, this shit's so cool. Like let's play with it. We start like playing with it, whatever. It's like moving, and we're like, oh, somebody's moving it. You know, it's not a big deal. Then all of a sudden, like,
What do you mean somebody's moving it?
Because you have to
because you
hold
like
it.
Because you
hold
all
it.
hold a
You don't know
piece
what a
of it.
Ouija board is?
One of y'all were moving it, or was moving
Yeah,
it by
so that's
itself?
what they
So that's
thought.
like that's what
Oh,
you
okay.
think. Like somebody is pushing it,
Yeah.
like to answer the questions, because everybody's fingers are there or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
Like everybody's touching it, so
Okay.
you think
Mhm,
like
like
it's
someone's
somebody
pushing it.
moving it, like answering the questions, right? Because it's supposed to be the ghost that's moving it.
But it's really y'all.
Well, that's
Yes.
what you think.
That's what you think at the time.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Because that's what it feels like. Because it's literally, you feel the energy and just.
Yeah, you
moving it
feel it
around.
moving.
So were
and then
y'all touching it and
everybody
moving it, or was it moving by itself?
So you have to be
You
touching
have to
it.
touch it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
everybody
Obviously, I
has
don't know
So
how
like
to
it's
use
like
it.
this cup here, right? So
fingers.
let's say all five of us are holding it, whatever.
So touch it
and
with
it
your
moves
two
on
fingers.
its own.
Okay, I'm touching it.
So like let's say it moves on its own, right?
So
But
we
right,
all
right
would
now
have
I'm
like
obviously
2
pushing
fingers.
Yeah.
Right now I'm obviously pushing it, but they'd assumed one of the people that had their hands on there was pushing it, but if it
It's
wasn't,
moving
it was a
its-
ghost that was
yeah,
putting.
it's moving on
Because
its
so
own.
basically everybody has pressure on it from different angles, right? So you would feel like it moving.
Uh huh.
You've never played with a Ouija board?
No.
Fuck no.
Okay.
I mean, I've never done it, but I've seen like
I've seen
how
it, yeah, and I know how
Yeah,
it
so,
works.
like,
Maybe this is why y'all
everybody's-
see ghosts and devils and shit, and I'm like chilling. Because y'all play with Ouija boards
Everybody's
as
like
kids.
pressure.
I believe in like brujeria and everything.
Oh, dude, hell yeah,
yeah.
100%.
Believe in what? I'm
Brujeria,
sorry,
it's
I'm white.
witchcraft.
Oh.
So it's
Oh.
literally
Mr.
witchcraft.
Culture over
translate.
here.
Yeah. Brujeria. So
Uh-huh.
that's like,
I said I'm cultured. I just didn't fucking know Spanish. I know sana colita de rana or whatever, however you say it.
what that means.
Cultured.
And then put the egg under the bed when you're sick or whatever, you know. So.
What? Egg under the
That's a
bed.
different-
Yeah, they
that's
put-
that's a different kind of thing. Though.
I don't know
is
what you-
No, that's
That's like-
something else. No, you don't just put the egg on the bed. You
You
cleanse yourself
put
and
on-
then you crack it in the cup.
And then you crack it in the cup, and then like the more like
All right,
spreads
we all
out.
Isn't
okay.
that
Okay,
what
it
we're
makes a
talking about?
picture and shit.
Yeah.
That is
yeah,
like a
but
ritual.
it's more like for a cleansing.
Yeah, so
It's
like
literally
if you
called
get
a
like really
limpia.
sick or something, like if I found you really attractive or like envied you in any way or anything like that, I was like,
It's like
damn, like
ojo.
I really want one of those. Like if you get sick or something like that, you pretty much get ojo. So then you get the egg, you like cleanse it around your
And
whole
heaven
body.
forbid there's some blood in that.
You
egg.
fucking rub the egg on them?
You rub the
Yeah.
Like
egg.
the yolk?
Like no, the
no,
hard egg.
the hard egg.
Oh, the hard egg.
Yeah.
So you
And
get the
then
hard
you
egg,
crack it.
and then you drop it in the water. You don't crack the egg in the water, do you?
You crack it
You
in the
crack
cup.
the egg
Okay.
in the water because like
Yeah,
so
in the
the
water.
yolk and stuff is supposed to make like it's like a prophecy or whatever.
It's
like,
literally, I think it's
to
not supposed to
see.
do anything.
Yeah,
And
it's
whatever
supposed to
it
just like
does
fall
is
down,
how
but if
you-
it like
Yeah.
spreads out and
so
attaches
like if it does
everything.
different things, it means
Yeah.
like different things.
and then like
to
the yolk
egg.
can form different bubbles and shit.
See, I knew it was
too.
something.
Or what about the ciguapa?
The what?
The what?
Ciguapa?
What is
It's
that?
fuck
like
is that?
it's like a what do you call it? A folklore about this. Like in Mexico, I think like there's like a woman or there's like these women who like live in the forest and like they will lure men into the
Ooh.
forest, but their feet are backwards.
Oh, what the fuck?
And
If
so-
you got bad feet, nah, bro.
So like you can't tell which way they're walking, but like they lure you into like the forest, they have sex with you, and then they kill you. And it's called
Oh shit!
Justin's
Ciguapa.
like, where do I find those women at?
Sign me up.
She got backwards feet? Hell yeah. Trying to suck them toes.
La Riona, that was
Hey.
a big one.
Oh yeah, that's a big
Chavy's
one.
down for that though.
I'm not into feet, bro.
That's wild. Nah.
That's a lie.
What do you
Definitely
mean?
not. I ain't never done nothing with feet.
I said I'll suck your toes, but I was just joking.
Hey,
I'm
have
not
you ever
gonna
got your ass ate?
define 8?
I mean, I don't know.
It's
It's like
like,
you're
what-
fucking
what-
grabbing a
what
spoon and putting
experience
Chick-fil-A
we have
sauce
now.
on
What
it.
is
Like,
eating ass? Like, is that like?
Like
There's, like,
fucking
licking,
spread that shit
like
open.
licking,
You know what
like,
you do with
yeah.
a pussy? You know what you do with the pussy?
But what if
Same
like
shit.
they were just
Yeah.
like going down your fucking gooch while they're giving you head and just kind of licked it?
That's
and-
not the same.
well, your
thing.
gooch is not your asshole.
Okay, well
Exactly.
then no, I haven't.
So you
had
have to
that.
like. Lick.
No, I have not had that.
If y'all could see the demonstration,
Literally, though.
I have not had it like that. No.
Hey, Michelle, come over here and show us.
come right.
How you do it? As a woman, do y'all like getting y'all's ass ate?
I don't think it feels like anything.
Yeah, just kind of whatever.
Yeah, it's like I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of like weird.
Like tongue and asshole.
Huh?
Like
yeah.
tongue and asshole.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
I've never ate ass either.
Well, you're
Me
young.
too.
Like I
I'm
have.
24. First of all, eating ass is like trendy right now, isn't it?
No, like
Everybody likes
I've
to
never
eat
like
ass.
put my fucking tongue up the fucking thing, but
Never came out with some corn.
Come
on,
girl, girl, you had Chipotle?
Wow, so like that's
And
not
guac.
a thing. Like that's not a thing.
She had double corn.
See, that's also why girls hate guys.
Double steak. She got double steak with white rice.
It's like so
Oh, wait.
embarrassing that y'all are so
Might be brown.
entertained like by that.
all right. Let's get it together.
This is
Sorry,
a
I'm
barbell.
just like I don't know.
We're
Because
at
I've
the
never.
Barbell Boy
That was my
podcast. We're
fault.
fucking
Yeah.
monotone and don't have any humor.
Yeah, I've just really never done any like butt stuff, so I'm kind of like intrigued by like other people's
stuff.
perspective on it.
You've
I don't
never
know.
done any butt stuff?
No, like I've never got my ass ate. I've never ate ass. I think the most I've ever done butt stuff is like put my thumb on it while doggy. That's it. That's literally it. That's all I've done.
Just pressing the start button.
I'm just not intrigued by it. Like it's not something I feel like.
Well, you're obviously intrigued by it now.
So vanilla.
That's what he said. He said he's never been intrigued by it, but he is
I've
now.
never
He's
been,
curious.
but I'm like open to like whatever. Nah, that's a lie.
No.
No, I'm not.
Obviously not getting pegged.
Yeah,
No,
no, that I can't. That's too
absolutely
dumb.
not.
Like,
That's
I'm not
too
gonna get on
sub.
all fours for a fucking no.
Okay,
No.
but like, what is the difference if we have this discussion all the time because I don't understand. If it is a girl doing it to you, what is the problem?
What is the problem
It's-
with
it's
me
just
bending
a-
over, taking a
It's like
fucking...
an. I think it's just like an alpha thing. Like, I'm not gonna get on all fours. Like,
I don't even
You
know
don't have
about
to
an
get on
alpha
all
thing. That's
fours.
just
Like
weird.
y'all are being dramatic.
yeah, I'm not gonna raise like my legs either.
You don't have
yeah.
to.
Like,
What do you
then What do you
mean?
do?
Fucking go on her side.
Full fetal.
One leg up? Like, how would you... I mean, no, just
Like,
no.
any
just
thought of
no.
my leg going up? This is a no.
I think that y'all are thinking too much about it.
Fight your ass for getting married.
I always wanted to spit in the girl's mouth because I seen it on TikTok.
I
It just
had
looks
that
interesting.
request the other day, bro. This girl was like, spit in my mouth. And I'm like, that's very degrading.
I would do
I'm like,
it.
I'm not
It's
doing
not
that.
How is that degrading?
Spitting in somebody's... I think
You
coming on a girl's
kiss.
face is
Like-
degrading.
I'd do
Is that
it.
not degrading?
Spitting in the mouth.
I don't
spitting
think
on
in
her
their
yeah,
mouth?
face.
I don't.
It
I
goes
don't.
in her mouth.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
I don't know, dude.
I mean,
I'd be
it-
fucking pissed.
as
if
long
you
as you're
spit
not,
on me.
as long as
Like,
you're not doing the
period.
fucking golden shower.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking.
Have you ever
degrading.
jizzed on a female's face?
I've
Yeah.
never done that.
It's hot. I should do it.
Yeah, no.
Let's say you're dating a girl and it's first time I meet her, or maybe like, yeah, first time I meet her. I'm just like, damn, Rique, like, she's a fucking rocket. Like, she got a fat ass. Good job. Like, how do you take that?
Like cool, bro. Thanks.
So you take it as a compliment. You're gonna be like, bro, why you checking out my girl?
No, the fuck.
How would you feel, Michaela, if one of your girlfriends was like, man, your guy got like your guy's fine, or whatever y'all girls look at?
I don't know. I feel like girls are worse. Like it's always that girl that's like, "Oh, y'all are so cute together," but really like she's
And
trying
she's
to,
like
fuck
the
your
bitch.
man.
Yeah.
Nah,
Girls
there's
are
always
in
an
a
intention.
competition.
Yeah, there's an intention when people say.
Is that a thing? Do you
Yeah, it
feel
is pretty
like
different?
you gotta compete against your friends for your man?
I don't feel like compete against the friends, but
Just
they're
cut 'em
probably
off.
just yeah.
Cut that friend
I don't
off.
think it's competing. Girls are just shady as
Shady
fuck.
with yeah.
I wouldn't say that to one of my friends. Like and knowing like that would make her feel uncomfortable because that would make me feel uncomfortable. It's just common sense. Like it's just like I don't know. You just don't say that if y'all are friends.
Yeah.
How would you
It's
feel about that
different.
if I complimented your girl? Like she had a nice ass or something. I was like, bro, good job. Like your girl's a rocket.
Well,
So-
it depends. It depends, I mean, how you...
I'm just like, bro.
Yeah, if you're talking about
It depends
if
how
I'm
you
like,
say it,
if I'm
bro.
like Justin, like, bro, your girl got some fat ass. Like, good job.
I feel like that's situation to situation, and I also think it has a lot to do with the friendship that you have with that person. If you said that, I wouldn't feel any kind of way about it. But if I have, because obviously, like, you're one of my really, really, really close friends,
Uh-huh.
and I know your intentions aren't to go, like, sleep with the girl that I'm, like, talking to or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But if it was, like, somebody I'm kind of, like, an acquaintance with, like, I'm cool with, like, we're whatever, and they said that, that would be different, because you don't really, at that point, know them that well, and you don't know what their intentions are. So I think it varies, you know, case by case. But for somebody like you, no, I wouldn't have any problem with that. I'd probably just dab you up. But like, yeah, bro, that's just fat. So, yeah.
There's a difference between a compliment and like
And there's ways to go about it, too. Like, there's being respectful about it and, like, being cool about it. And there's being
Yeah.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
So,
I went to a bar the other day with a couple friends, and my friend's girlfriend went to the restroom, and she's above average, definitely. And this guy came up, and he was like, bro, she's with you? That's your girl? And he goes, yeah. He's like, bro, good job. He's like, don't let her out of your sight. Like, you did good with that one.
See,
Like,
well,
I think
that's
that's
different.
cool.
Yeah,
way
that's
to go
pretty
about
good.
yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah.
nice.
Like, that's a good way to go about it. And he was like, hell yeah, thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I would feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's tight.
So it's on the delivery.
Pretty much.
So, if your homeboy's drunk as fuck and having to slap your girl's ass, how do you feel?
He's drunk as fuck.
Drunk
hey,
as
she
fuck.
getting her knife out.
Literally.
Probably. Nah, but I mean, I would probably.
So
pull
if
him
I was
aside
drunk
and be
as-
like, all right, bro,
If I was drunk as fuck and I just like slapped your ass on the dance floor or something,
I'd probably go grab you and go sit you down and be like, all right, bro, you're good. That's enough. All right.
but would you be mad at him?
No, he's drunk as fuck.
I would still be mad because even though you're drunk doesn't give you an excuse to not have
It
responsibility.
is definitely
over
not an
your
excuse.
actions. It's like, like when you cheat. Oh, I was drunk. Like, no, like, no.
Oh
you have,
wow, that's so funny. Because here, when you're drunk and you don't remember, it didn't happen.
Nice. See, but I've had
How
a
would
lot
you
of
feel
that.
about
Why
that,
is why is
Justin?
everybody looking at me?
I'm looking at all of y'all because I've heard all of you say it.
Well, no, for the podcast, this happened because
Don't even. ask yourself.
yeah.
Don't
Wait,
even-
didn't I do that?
No,
We're not
No,
talking
it was
about
me.
specifics.
It was me. I did it. I said I'm sorry.
What, you slapped somebody's ass?
Yeah.
Oh. I could have swore I did that, and somebody told me the
I'm
next day,
pretty
and I was
sure
like,
you've
whoa.
done that.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you might
I
I've
think I
done
did
that to multiple of my friends' girlfriends, but it's all like we said. We said
No.
earlier, but at the same time, though, it does come down to intent.
I remember when I did.
Which there's no intent behind it. I'm just like I'm drunk and like I'm just like having a good time, like woo, you know. It's not like I'm like fucking slapping it and grabbing it like I'm trying to be on some like, weird sexual shit.
I think it does have an intent because when you're drunk,
You think
like,
so?
you're a little bit more brave and like you probably wouldn't do that when you're sober, but when you're drunk, you're
So if you're at a
100%.
bar and a
What?
guy slaps your ass, doesn't have any intent behind it. He's like, woo!
If
How
it's
do
a-
you feel
if it's
about
a
that?
rant-
That's
no, if it's a
disrespectful
random-
for a guy to do for a
Yeah,
guy to touch
like-
you and like you don't invite him to touch you. Like
I
that's
agree. I agree with that.
Disrespectful.
Yeah, I'm not. And I'm like by no means am I saying it's right, but I'm just saying some of it has to do with like intent. I'm literally not saying it's
But,
right what I
like-
did, and I've apologized and all
I
that
think
stuff.
like
so.
sometimes it depends like on the girl too. Like especially when you're friends with guys and like like that's not their intention and it's just like all in fun, like whatever, like okay, like do you get pissed off? Like no, not really, but hey, like after like you keep doing it, then it's like okay, it's not funny anymore.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
chill the fuck
Make it
out.
known like, hey, bro,
Yeah,
like chill.
like-
Yeah.
Big C word.
Yeah.
Consent.
consent.
Yeah.
You know, at my last job, at like my server job, those are the worst. Like, I remember one time, I went outside because we had to like clean, our section at the end of the night, but they kept the towels like in like this back shed, and so at the time they didn't have any cameras, and it's like a dark, like it's like outside the restaurant, like a little dark alleyway, and so I was like opening up the bin or like the little storage to get like my towel, and I close it, and there's like one of the kitchen guys. And, like, they're all creepy. They're all horny. They're all,
I've
like...
heard that about kitchen guys.
They're literally the
dishwashers
worst.
too.
Yeah, the dishwashers. Like,
Yeah.
and so he's just, like, standing there, and, like, I'm trying to, like, get by, and he's, like, blocking my way. And literally, like, out of nowhere, he, like, grabs me, like, from there and is, like, pushing me against the...
Yo.
No,
What the
see,
fuck?
And I try to, like,
nah.
push him off, and it literally happened all the time. All the time. Like, they would just, like...
You didn't fucking
Guys feel
report it?
You should have kept something
entitled.
on you. Fuck that.
Like guys
Hell
feel
no.
entitled to
would've
like
took
No,
a-
really entitled.
touch,
Even like one
yeah.
of the guys that I used to like date there,
Yeah.
but like we broke up. Even like after we broke up, he would like come and like try to like touch my boob or like touch my ass, and like I would literally get so mad, and like I told him, I'm like, don't fucking touch me. I didn't want to make a big deal about it because I kind of like feel bad even though I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like going to like management, and then one day I was just like, not like.
This is
I warned
okay.
him. I'm like,
Yeah.
don't touch me. Like that is just it's so disrespectful. Like I'm working, and then I have to watch every single corner because he'll be there. Or, like not even him. It's just like so many other guys, and they literally like just like.
That's
That's
so
just
crazy.
guys in general.
I would've
though.
kept
Because
the
like
fork
I
on
feel
me.
like I'm in a pretty good relationship with you, and like I wouldn't even cross that barrier.
Yeah, no,
Like-
that's too much.
Yeah, like literally fingering.
But it's
through
just
my
like
pants,
that's
like,
that's normal. Like that's
Oh.
a normal behavior for like guys.
So when girls go out like all dressed up, like with their tits out and ass hanging out and shit.
No.
That's not
Like-
an invitation.
Not
no,
invitation.
no. But why do girls get upset for like why are you staring at me or why are you looking at me? Like is that
Well, it's respect.
Because
like,
it's not an
That's
invitation.
disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like you're making somebody feel uncomfortable.
if you're just continuously looking at them?
Well, yeah.
like
like
that.
especially
okay,
like if
that's
you don't
creepy.
know them.
You have
or
to
whatever.
understand. You have to understand when they're putting that on, they're not doing it for the guys. They're doing it for themselves. I'm going to assume at least like 90%.
Yeah, I'm
it
just trying to
makes
see
them
y'all. Like
so feel
I
They
agree,
make-
it's
yeah.
wrong
It's
and
just
it's
to like
creepy.
show
Like
up your girlfriend.
no,
okay?
like I
Like,
agree,
you're
it's
trying to
wrong,
look better
creepy,
than
but I'm just
everybody
trying to
else.
like see what y'all's opinion on it is.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I think they do it more for them because they feel beautiful in it. They feel pretty. Obviously, like they want to like be attractive and stuff, but I don't know. At the same time, I don't think it's like an invitation, and I don't think you should be a creep.
So she's dressed up like ass hanging out. Like, okay, maybe not ass hanging out, but like some really like short skirt, shorts, whatever.
I feel like that
Like,
can go multiple ways.
Cleavage
Though.
out, like.
I feel like that can go multiple ways, though. I feel like it has to do a lot with your maybe insecurity and where you are with that, your confidence, or maybe just her respect for you. I don't know. Because I feel like kind of like she was about to hit on there's a limit. She said how covered up or how, bad. So, I mean, yeah, you do what you do, but also respect your other person, right?
Yeah, I think that it respect. Like, if you do that, you obviously don't respect the person that you're with. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
It should
I think there's a
Those
level,
eyes
but
should only be for your
Like,
yeah.
I agree with you on that. And if you want to get dressed up like that, like, I want to be with you, right? I'm like, no, this is my girl. This is my girl. Like, I want to show you off and everything like that.
Yeah.
But if
Well,
you're not like that, I'm like,
I guess like that too. It kind of depends. Like, does she do it with you too? So, is it one of those things where it's like, all right, cool, go have fun, because she dresses like that with you too.
I think it's
Then
common.
it's like,
Oh,
why?
go ahead.
Like, why do you need to dress up like that? Like, when you're like.
I think at the
But
same
she
time,
feels
it's
good.
so
It makes her feel good.
Yeah, exactly. It makes them.
But I'm saying like.
I think if she was doing it before you guys were even talking, then it's probably something that it's like
That's
shouldn't
just
be.
how she is.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think a lot of it has like guys know how guys think, right?
Yeah, but
And I think that's the main thing too.
That's where
So
you
like,
come
yeah,
into
it's
play.
insecure. It's not that I don't trust you.
I just don't trust the guy, which is a real thing too. But
Yeah.
I mean, if your girl's your girl, she's gonna be your girl.
Yeah.
It's a combination of both. I think it's a little bit of your security in the relationship that you have with her, and I also think it's her respect for you in the relationship.
Yeah.
So just a little bit of both.
Yeah.
It's just go on.
No, I'm just saying, like, yeah.
Choose you.
I think it's crazy because like there's people like getting engaged or getting married and shit, or they are married and then they're out there like you see them at fucking whiskey or any fucking other club you go to. If it's like girls' night out, they're shaking ass with a complete other guy, and it's like I don't want to be that person's like husband.
other
I'm
hand.
at home chilling.
Yeah, but you don't know what
Trusting
their
you.
relationship is like.
True.
Yeah, but
That's-
like I just
People
the
now
thought of
have,
me
like,
being in
so
that
much,
position.
like, open like relationship kind of stuff now is like more.
Yeah,
like,
but
the guys are like, cool, like go do that, like cool, like.
But I don't want to be in that position where I'm just like I trust my girl, like I love her. She can go.
And then she's making you look like
and
an
then she's
ass.
out
Look
there
like a
doing
fucking
that
dumbass.
shit.
Fucking
Yeah.
idiot. Yeah.
Because then like
I mean, shit.
My
maybe
third
it
fear.
turns you on.
Well, that
Nah.
but
but I know.
I mean, that comes-
I
that
know
com-
you're talking about.
that comes back to like if your girl's a girl, she's gonna be your girl. So
Yeah.
obviously she's doing that.
And
I don't
karma.
think-
Yeah, that too.
Karma.
Like I think that girls like you. I still think that you can go out and have fun with like other people, like, and your guy not be there, and like you still be respectful to your guy.
Yep.
So your girl goes dancing. So you're dating a girl or a guy.
You're dating somebody.
No, I don't think.
This is why I'm single, dog.
So okay. So say we
It's a
got
lot of
girlfriends,
fucking
right?
rules.
Yeah. Let's say we got girlfriends,
She
right?
started stressing me out.
Say we got girlfriends. We're like, oh, we want to go to whiskey for a girls' night, whatever, right? So they go to whiskey, right? And they dance with another guy, and you're not there. How do you feel about that?
Nah, at whiskey.
Like,
nah.
are she's like, is it okay if I dance with another guy while I'm there?
Yes.
She got to ask your permission.
That's what you do at whiskey, though.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
dance with whoever. Yeah.
If you're at
Why can you
fucking
not
Bottle
dance with another
Blonde,
guy as long as you're being respectful about it?
Boom.
Yeah, like have the space, like have those boundaries
Yeah,
placed.
like you're not touching each other, you're not kissing each other, like you're not doing anything that's inappropriate. Like why would I have to ask you?
Yeah.
No.
And you're going somewhere to dance. So
Because
it's
I was
like,
watching, I think it was
whiskey's the only place.
I think it
Yeah.
was
Where else?
Bradley
Yeah.
Martin's podcast, and they're talking about that, how girls would go out there, and it's like, yeah, you can go out with your girls, but like if you're gonna be dancing, you're only dancing with your girls. You can't be dancing with any guys or anything like that.
Most of the girls don't want to dance with other guys.
Yeah.
Like if they
I
have
agree
a
with that, too.
boyfriend,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're there to have fun with their girlfriends. Like they're not
True.
there to have like fuck around with other guys, because guys are nasty anyway. Like
I think a very, very like important thing with that too is like if they're having a girls' night, you have to know her friends.
Yes.
What's the saying?
birds of a feather flock together.
flock
That's
together.
not
Yeah,
true.
you gotta know her fucking friends, dude. No, because if all her friends are thoughts, she thought with her friends
That is
because
not true.
she's doing what her friends
kinda-
are
I don't
doing.
know,
I kind of
so-
believe that.
Nah, 100%.
I don't know.
I have friends that are
Nah.
straight like.
Well, you weren't much better when you were younger, so.
She wants to judge us for the shit we do.
No, literally.
Well,
You were
I'm
literally the most
older now,
wild.
okay.
At our age, you were like literally
Worse
on
than
another
us.
level. 100% way worse than us.
Oh,
And then she
y'all,
gets
like,
mad at
y'all,
us.
Like, don't
We don't
even
have shit on
compare.
you,
Like,
yeah.
y'all could never even compare, like, come close. To,
But yeah,
like,
you
how I was
gotta
when I was younger.
you gotta assess her friends for sure.
To be
Yeah, we
honest, I
fight.
wouldn't be friends with that kind of person because if they're doing that to their significant other, I think then they're just not a loyal person. Like, what are they doing to me just as a friend?
Like
You
you couldn't have
can't-
their back anymore.
It shows
Yeah,
their
you
morality.
can't.
I was
They
gonna say,
have
if-
no-
morality
If your
issue.
morals don't align, then it's kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
So if you're in a relationship and like you're loyal to your guy, right? Like, would you still flirt for a drink at the bar, but like not let it go in your?
Wait, what's the question?
So
100%.
I wouldn't flirt for the drink, but if it was magically like given to me, I would take it.
Nah, bro, I'm just letting my girl out. She gets she gets the most drinks.
Off, and, like,
Shit,
their
get two while you at
husbands know
it.
they doing
Hey.
it.
Bro,
They, like,
right?
Get all the
I need
free
2
drinks.
drinks.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Go give me one too, baby girl.
That's what my brothers are like. Hey, give me a drink too. Like, if he's
Hell
buying
yeah.
drinks, let him buy drinks.
See, I think it comes down to boundaries because, like, even with me, like, me and my ex would go to whiskey. I'm like, anybody would come up and dance. Like, they'll ask me, I'm like, yeah, I'm cool with it if she's
Well,
cool with
that's
it.
a respect.
But
that's
you
a
gotta have, like-
respect thing.
But it's because I also trust her. Like, I know, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
he tries.
She's
anything
coming home
she-
with me at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Well, and she has enough respect to not go out and make you look stupid in front of other people.
It
I feel like
shouldn't be.
now that I'm out of a relationship, it's kind of like the thought of being in one's like crazy. Like,
Why?
I'm so down
Because-
for it.
because you can't because you being like loyal and like you being like a good person is
No,
too
I
much
just
for
feel
you
like
to
it's so
fathom.
much
Literally.
work.
Yes,
Like,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
I just
I mean,
like
'cause-
so
I
much
like
work,
this
so much
moderator.
rules, like so much
Literally.
work, so much rules. Like, let me live my life.
It's not about rules. It's about having respect for the other person.
Literally.
Like, you can set clear boundaries, and
Well-
those boundaries need to be followed. Like, it shouldn't be like, hey, you can't do that. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you every day what you can and can't do.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I guess when you're in a relationship with somebody, like once you're at that point, it's like kind of effortless. Like you already have those boundaries. You're talking about those, whatever. Like effortless, is like what you were saying. That it's a big thing. But for me, like not seeking a relationship now and like thinking of how that shit was, or just me thinking in the situation that I am now. If I was to date with somebody else, like unknown face, anything like just random person, just the thought of having all that shit seems like a lot of work to me because I don't have a connection to that person yet. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Anyways,
Yeah.
No, I mean, it doesn't.
Thanks.
Because at the end of the day, like, you have morals, right?
Yeah.
You have like respect for other
does it?
people. So like at the end of the day, if you're in a
Ooh, valid.
relationship, like those things all just come into play, like with what kind of person you are.
You just can't think
Exactly.
about yourself anymore, bro. You gotta
Yeah.
you gotta take the other person into consideration in everything that you do. And sometimes for some people that's a hassle and it's like a stressor. And for some people it's very, very easy because they're naturally like loving, caring, and they want to give, you know, the best to
Yeah.
the person that they care about.
They want like the other
But-
person to be happy
Yeah.
and like to not be hurt and like things like that. Like, but if you're selfish,
Arrogant.
arrogant,
Yeah.
Dick.
yeah,
Dick.
spit on people. I mean, those things might not be qualities for you.
Yeah.
There's like a couple different types of people, right? There's people who are like made for a relationship who want to jump into it. Like I know this is what I want, and then there's some guys who's just like I gotta get this partying shit out my face, or out of my system. That way, whenever I settle down, like I don't have to look back and I live life with regrets. I'm like, man, I wish I should have took some more boy trips, or should have did this, should have went out more, you know, partied more, anything like that.
I feel like if you find the right one, you can still do all that shit.
True.
Like if you're with a dope ass chick and y'all are fucking have this amazing relationship, I can literally take a week and go with my boys and come back and we're fine.
Yeah, and that comes down
Vice
to trust
versa.
too, because I'm all about like if you're dating somebody and they want to take a trip, go for it.
Yeah. Like a girl's trip. Go ahead.
But
Have fun.
then depending on their friends,
It depends on yeah, bro. It comes out to
Yeah.
our friends for sure, bro.
and if you go into Miami, mm-mm.
Oh shit.
Red
Red
flag.
flag.
Red flag.
How about we talk about the Waffle House story that we had the other day?
Yeah,
With-
Michelle can explain that.
I can't explain
I've never
it.
been to Waffle House.
You never been to Waffle
Hey,
House?
after
Waffle House
this,
is
we're
an
going.
experience,
Okay,
bro.
but it's not like an experience you go sober.
Yeah, you gotta go. Drink.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no!
you
You have
gotta
to be
go
intoxicated. And you have to
Yeah.
be there like at like past 2 a.m.
I don't remember. Okay,
Like the bar's closed. You're intoxicated.
It's like 4 a.m. Like
Yeah, no.
Or like IHOP
I've
too.
almost been arrested like out of a Waffle House
the
like
fuck
3
my cheese?
times. Like I've been put in handcuffs.
At a Waffle House,
Yeah.
you have to tell the
In
story.
What is wrong with you? Story time. Story time.
Me and my family went out, and my boyfriend at the time was a hot mess. He was the cop. We're like all super drunk at Waffle House, and some guy starts like saying something like so super inappropriate to my mom and to me. And my boyfriend like stands up and he's like, "Hey, what did you say to them?" And the guy repeats it. And he gets up and he's like trying to fight him. So my brothers and my dad get up and everybody is like fighting in the middle of the Waffle House. You know, some people might have been like throwing punches or like whatever. I don't know.
Allegedly.
Possibly, maybe.
And possibly maybe, you know. And so somebody dragged me out of the Waffle House. Well, it turned out it was the cops. And luckily I knew them, so it was cool, you know. Like I was in handcuffs, and then the sergeant pulls up and he's like, "Get her out of handcuffs. Like, what are y'all doing?" And I was like, "Oh, thanks."
See, but that's like Waffle House, bro. Like,
It is
you
like that's
go
a
there,
normal like, and
yeah.
people are just like still chilling and eating like their fucking
Yeah,
Waffle
exactly.
House. Like it doesn't even
Like nothing's
They're like
going
taking a
on.
selfies,
You know,
fucking
like-
eating their fucking hash
We're a
browns.
star!
Like, yeah,
yeah,
no, literally.
like they're just recording it like no big deal.
Going back to our story,
We
I don't know, but I remember we went out and you didn't drink. So me and Justin go and like,
Shit faced.
I didn't realize. I don't even know. Like,
Shit faced.
Per usual.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened, but I think
I think
she
what
had
happened.
ordered.
Who was it? Me, you, Justin, and who?
No, it's just us three. But so we ordered our shit, and then you ordered something with hash browns, and
I got
you were
hash
like,
browns with cheese.
Hash browns with cheese,
Yeah.
and so I guess the cook messed up her order.
No, the
and-
cook left.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think the cook was like smoking out back or
He
something.
said, "Fuck
Like,
this shit, I'm out."
yeah.
Yeah, so the lady comes and brings us our food. The girl, she's probably how old? Like 20, 19, something like
Yeah, she was not very old.
that. So she brings us our food.
She just fucking slaps
she-
on a plate with hash browns with a cold ass piece of cheese
She
on
literally
there.
she threw a slap of like, or a slap,
Like
she-
a Kraft
a slice
cheese.
of Kraft cheese on top, and it was like slowly melting. I looked at Justin, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" I said like out loud like that. We just
Justin like
busted
starts
out
laughing, and he's like, "What the
bro.
fuck is that cheese on there?" And I was like, shut up," like, because you could tell she was embarrassed. Like she was very embarrassed, and like they were laughing at her and like making fun of her for putting that cold ass cheese on the hash browns, and like she like looked like she was gonna cry. So I'm
No.
like telling them like, shut up, like y'all are being so rude and disrespectful, like it's not her fault. And she like hears them, and she comes over and she's like, "I'm so sorry, like the cook like is, I don't know where he went, like I'm just trying to get y'all's food, like I'll take it back, and like
No,
you
I
don't
was
have
like,
to eat it."
but I was like, no, like we're not laughing at you, like we're just like
We were laughing at the situation. We weren't laughing at her because
But
she's
she
not the
didn't
cook.
know that y'all were
And
not
she didn't, and that's
laughing
why
at
we
her.
felt bad. But
Yeah, we ended up giving her like a $50 tip.
Yeah, we tipped her like very, very well at the end of the night because we like genuinely felt bad.
But it was just so
But-
funny. And like me and Justin could not keep a straight face the whole
we
time.
tried. We tried as hard as. I mean, obviously you're
we were
intoxicated.
just like we're just eating and we're just like looking at each other like we're just like
Dude,
busting
She
out
would not
laughing,
come back
bro.
over to our table like
She didn't know.
the whole time because she was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
We were like, man, maybe that was her 13th reason right there. Bro.
Oh,
That's why she don't work there anymore.
Yeah. No,
That shit
literally.
was so funny.
If
bro.
you're watching this, girl, we're sorry, but man, that shit was too funny, dude. But no, if y'all ever get a chance to like go to Waffle House after like a night of drinking, just go. Just go. My all-star special.
hey,
And that's just like $5.
hell yeah, I host Mac.
Yeah, I think I would refuse to eat there.
Why?
Just because I worked in that stuff, so like I know how bad like how dishes and like kind of things get like are nasty, and I
Oh,
could
that shit's
only
nasty
imagine.
as hell.
And you worked like in a
What?
nice restaurant.
Exactly, and so that's what I'm saying. I could only imagine what Waffle House. Like,
but it's
the standards.
so good.
No, but you
though.
can see it. Like that's what's bad is you can see what they're like cooking on, and
Yeah.
it's not clean. Like it's not.
They like
clean.
scramble the eggs with their hands. Like
Yeah, yeah.
That's
Not-
the experience.
No, literally, it's like hibachi, but like with your hands.
So I got another question. So obviously guys are like made to like be the man of the household, provide all these things, right? As a woman, let's say like you're married and you see your husband cry, like how do you feel? Because
Like
I've
he's a
seen
human being with feelings. Like why can't he cry? Why can't a man be so open with his feelings? Like they get, I don't know, men get so much shit. Like, oh, be a man. Like, be a man. Like, what do you mean, be a man? Like,
There's literally a guy on TikTok who makes parodies about like be a man.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, so
that.
I saw this. It was a podcast on TikTok, and there was a woman saying, it's like, no, like if a man cries, like I'm gonna look at him different.
I don't think less of you. I just think
You're beta.
I just think like we're like, so I like we're different, you know, like I don't want a man that's gonna cry.
what? I actually want a man that's gonna cry.
Crying's
A man that's
lit, bro.
going to be so vulnerable, like with
Yeah.
me.
We talked
Listen,
about
you've
this last
cried
time.
like one time in your life.
That's
like-
well, I mean, I don't cry a lot, but like I'm not afraid to cry. And when I do cry, like after I'm done crying, it feels like so good. It's like the world's
Yeah.
literally
I've
just
only
like
seen-
rolled off of your shoulders.
I've seen Justin
Yeah.
cry like once or
Have you really?
twice. Yeah.
I've seen him cry a few times.
Like,
but,
Yeah.
like, those were
twice.
like actual.
No, I
like,
genuinely like to cry.
things.
I mean, like I said, I don't do it very often, but it's
I
like
don't think
some
like
things.
anything different about you. Like I don't think like that's a lie. I was gonna say I don't think that it makes you like weak or looking, but like to me like it does because I did grow up where like men were expected to be like not emotional. Like my family is not emotional. My family is not emotional. Like it wasn't like you could cry like if you felt bad about something, you know, like you don't let people see that, or like you don't let people see you cry or like be weak or like anything like that. And like also I think like in our job, which also I think like makes me a lot different, like I'm very emotionally unattached, right? So I need people around me that are emotionally unattached as well.
Yeah. So I feel like that's still very relevant though today. Even though you do have this whole new perspective on it, like, oh, I want to see, you know, a guy cry. I want him to be emotional. But I think subconsciously, if like that actually happened to you, it would still affect you, and you would look at him differently
I honestly I wouldn't
until
like,
that
at all.
happens.
No, I promise you, like guys have cried,
Really?
and I don't know. To me, it's just
At the end of the day, I feel like it's more detrimental to the individual
To display that weakness, like I think
yeah.
even if it's like an outside source is like, no, it's okay. Like internally, you're like, no, the fuck, it's not. Like
See, I
that,
feel like
wasn't supposed to
only-
happen.
Like the times I remember crying, it's like when grandma passed away, and then I didn't cry like a lot. I just like cried for like 2 minutes, and I was like done. Like I didn't cry after that. I cried when Stormy ran away because like obviously love my dog.
You did
Aw.
cry.
I
when
cried.
Stormy ran
Yeah.
away.
Like I was
But like
heartbroken.
I don't think that made you like any. I didn't look at you any differently. Like you're genuinely like upset about something.
Yeah. Like I definitely cried. Like I remember, and I was like, why the fuck am I crying over a dog? Like I remember thinking that, and then obviously
Nah,
like my
bro,
breakup,
it's not.
but. That was like 3 times I really remember crying.
But I think for me, like, so for me, I get maybe, and like it is like just with our job, like when men come to me and they're crying and they expect me to solve their problem, I'm like, I'm a woman. Like you should be able to solve your own problem, like without coming to a girl.
I mean, I don't cry to anybody about my problems. I just cry to myself.
But that's what I'm talking about, like problems. Like if you're like coming to me like,
Nah.
you expect me to solve your problem for you, and like you're genuinely like upset and crying, like I don't know how to feel about that.
you're beta.
Like I don't know how to like
Beta.
process.
It depends on what they're crying about.
Yes.
Like they can be just a little cry baby, you know. But like if your dog ran
Yeah.
away or your grandma died or like something traumatizing, it's natural for you to cry. Like
Yeah,
just
for
let
sure.
it out. And for me personally, like I feel like I like to be like I'm like a nurturer. Like if someone's crying, like even if it's just a boy or like a friend
your
or
shoulder
anything,
to cry on.
yeah, like I would want to be there because like to be honest, like I'm very emotional. Like I cry over like literally the stupidest things. Like
Yeah.
and so for me it's like I want some like I would want someone to like
To kind of come to you.
yeah to like comfort because
That's cute. Well, next time I cry, I'll hit you up.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you get that call at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hey.
Just just
God,
answer.
don't expect to get that call from them ever.
I would answer.
Hey, see, loyalty. That's, you know what?
I try to cry to Michelle and she locks her door.
No, literally.
She
Get
kicks
the
you
fuck
out.
Fuck outta
Honestly,
here.
it makes me uncomfortable. Like, but you know what's funny is like I get mad at y'all like when I cry and like y'all like act like
I was gonna
I'm
say,
being wrong.
I was
Yeah.
like, there's a lot coming from you, considering you cry about every little fucking
Yeah.
thing.
But it's different because like I live with y'all. Like I have like a close relationships with y'all. Like I would not cry to like other people like I do
Yeah,
to y'all.
yeah.
Like other people, like when I'm at work and I start crying, like something is fucking wrong, right? Like, but for y'all, like this is like this is like home, you know. So it's like a space where like
Like a safe space.
I can like. It's not a safe space here, okay? It's not a safe space. You would like to think that it would be, right? But like I feel comfortable, like even if y'all think I'm stupid for like telling y'all, like I feel comfortable telling y'all,
Yeah.
or like being upset about stuff. But like I would never like at work, I'll be dead before somebody catches me crying there.
When I deal with people at work and like I interact with them and then they start crying, that shit like pisses me off.
Well, it makes
Like,
it
bro,
like you're
stop
uncomfortable.
crying.
Like
Like,
let's solve it. Like what are you crying for?
Yeah, like, but nah, I like
That's
crying,
different
dude.
than real
Crying's
life. Like
crying's
that's
lit.
totally different.
I'm very emotional. Like very emotional.
But what do you get like what do you think triggers like your emotions? Is there like a certain like kind of thing that normally like gets to you, or is it just like in general, just like you're just very very emotional about everything?
Yeah, like if someone feels uncomfortable, like I just feel like I have to like be there to like make them, you know.
Well, I'm talking about like you more personal. So for like example, I'm very emotional when it comes to my daughter and like things that happen between like me and her, like in our relationship, and that's what mostly affects me negatively. So what I'm saying for you is like, is there something that you deal with personally that like triggers you and like triggers like your emotions, or just in general, like overall, are you just very like emotional?
I don't know. I think I just honestly like I try to like be a good person. I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything, but
Yeah, of
like
course.
try to be a good person. But like I feel like people nowadays like you just kind of like see like at my job, like at my other jobs, working in like customer service and stuff, you have like a bunch of people who are like angry and stuff. But like I don't take it personal because I like assume there's something going on in their life. And I remember one time I had this lady, she was like, this was like when I was serving tables, and she was like just giving me shit, like she was just being a bitch, like rude. Anyways, like coming to like talk to her, like I was being like really calm and like just asking her like what's wrong, like her mom died. I'm not saying it's an excuse for her to like be that way, but I just always think that there's like an underlying like they are the way they are. And so like me personally, I just try to find like that deeper meaning and like just try to like help them. Like I don't know, I genuinely like just help people.
If like, let's say me and my mom went out to eat and my mom was being kind of rude to you, like in a sense she was like, this isn't what I ordered or asked for this and this. She comes was kind of rude and I'm just like, I'm sorry, like don't take anything what she said personal, you know, because like would you feel any other way about it? Like would you be like, okay, it's not that bad, like he apologized for his mom? Or
No, I wouldn't take it personal. And how people react, like being a bitch or whatever, it says a lot more about them than me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I know they're not yelling at me because I'm like I don't get like insecure, like, oh, like did I fuck up or anything. I'm like, nah, she's obviously got some problems.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna like,
It's like if my son was that
I'm
ugly,
not
I'd
even
be
gonna
kind
be
of mad
phased
too.
by it.
Nah.
Yeah.
I wonder if my parents are mad.
That's fucking
Nah.
so rude.
I'm just playing.
hey, bro, Justin's a dick, bro. look, all right.
It was just a joke. It was just a
All right,
comedic
so-
joke. Okay. You're actually
know.
very handsome. Diego said it himself. Diego wants to sleep with you.
You wanted somebody to treat you right, to be respectful, to be emotional, to be in touch with your
That's
freaking
what I
rock
like.
that you wear
Yeah.
around your neck. That's Enrique.
Yeah.
What is that, by the way?
What?
The rock around
The
here?
black obsidian.
Yeah,
black
what is it for?
It's like so it's actually like lava ash, and so it's like that's what it's made of. But it's like supposed to repel like anything negative in your life.
Enrique gonna go borrow one tomorrow.
I like
You can
that.
see him next, he's gonna have one.
So I have a question for Enrique.
What's up?
So, with you like being the person that you are and knowing that you're very like caring and giving and loving and
Yeah.
like honestly, I feel like you do have all of the qualities that like women would desire in a man. Why do you feel like you have the issues that you do with like, I mean, I'm not saying that to sound rude or anything, but
No.
why do you feel like you have the problems that you do when it comes to like women and relationships and like stuff like that? I mean, I know like we joke about it like a lot on
Yeah.
the podcast.
No, yeah.
But-
I think it's human nature to like take advantage of like the
Hell
good
yeah.
people, and that's just what it is.
Yep.
And honestly, like if I was you, I wouldn't change it. Like just
Yeah,
be
'cause
more
people definitely take
See,
it.
and that's-
conservative.
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people tell me too. They're like, "Oh, don't change yourself just because people are dicks." Da da da. And I used to always repel that information, like not take to it. I'd be like, "Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna be a dick." So I just think that I figured out a way to be a little bit better about it. Like I'm still gonna be that person, but say that somebody does take advantage of me, I'm just not gonna have any emotional response. Like, yeah, it's gonna suck, but I'm not gonna dwell on it because at the end of the day, it's a lesson, right? And I can learn from it, and I can just be more. Not so much protective of myself because at the end of the day, I still want to do what's good and be a good person for people that may not have that in their lives, or just be a good person for humankind, right?
Yeah.
And just not have that emotional attachment whenever something bad does happen. So really learning how to control my emotional responses and stuff. So
Damn, I fuck with that.
Wow, match made in heaven.
There we go.
I fuck with
what are you doing after this?
Waffle House.
Damn,
date
that
at
was great. No, literally.
But you know what? Like honestly, like knowing you, Enrique, and like
Yeah.
knowing and like seeing you like in
See,
these
but you've
different
seen me
relationships.
you've seen me from
So like
quite
I've
a
seen
bit.
you like go through the relationships, right? And like you make yourself. I think that you get attached like so easily because you love love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you love
Love.
relationships, like you love like the idea of like the fairy tale.
Yeah.
Like I think like girls feel like that too. Like, you know, like growing up you're always like, oh, it's the fairy tale, like that's what you want, right? But then like reality hits and like it's not like that. Like people aren't like that. Like
People are
don't
actually
have
shitty.
your best interest
Yeah.
at heart, you know?
Yeah.
And
People are
like
actually
you're
shitty.
so giving and like you
I'm trying to be like you, my boy.
My boy.
but like you are not selfish and you think of other people and like sometimes not sometimes like every girl that you have been with like takes advantage of that
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
knows that no matter what like you're gonna be there for them, like you're gonna do for them, like you're going to like always put them first and like you don't put yourself first.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. And like I said, I've learned a lot and changed a lot. So it's not like I'm too much of a different person than I've always been, but I'm just a lot more smart with it. Or at least,
You're not oblivious to like
Yeah.
all the games.
I
and
just
stuff.
feel like in our generation, I feel like there's a small amount of girls that actually like want that, and then there's still a lot that are out there like sleeping around,
yeah,
doing all
because-
this stuff, like living their best lives, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I've always like pictured you with an older woman because I feel like older women, from
Same.
experience, have their shit together and like they want that.
But that's why I love older women.
Yeah.
Like I always go for older women. I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's an older woman because they know what they want
Yeah.
and they have their shit together, and you don't have to like raise them.
Yeah.
I think I've talked about this on
Yeah.
another podcast, but
But yeah, so like you said, I mean, there's not a lot of people in our age group that really,
Yeah.
you know, I can't verbatim what you said, but yeah, I want, you know, all those things, and yeah, because we're in the middle of hookup culture. That's what our generation is
Literally.
about, literally, just hookups.
I was low-key gonna ask you about that today, Chavi, because I was like joking around playing like the song that I Miss My Ex song or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And I was gonna ask you, and I was like, how do you feel about that, bro? Because like in your past relationship, you were in it for 5 years, and like I wanted to ask you, but I feel like it came off very like dickish in a way.
Oh, we were talking about this the other day.
But it's like, do you feel personally like you wasted like a lot of time?
I want to chime in on this, but talk.
And like how do you feel about it personally?
I wouldn't say it's time wasted. I feel like it was okay. I would say my ex had a big part of like who I am today, and like
It's like lesson learned.
yeah. So lesson learned, all those things, but she actually had a lot in like molding me to the person who I am today. Like probably wouldn't have made it through the police academy because I actually really wanted to quit at some point.
So like a positive impact.
Yeah, so I had a positive impact. She taught me a lot of things, about myself. So everything that I have is positive. Like, yeah, if I'm thinking about it for the sake of like having fun and like missing life experiences because I wasn't single, yes, but I feel like the pros from everything that I gained out of that
Yeah.
relationship were very positive for me.
So
I
the
don't
pros
have
outweigh
issue-
the cons.
Definitely.
For sure.
And like I'm still cool with her family and everything. Like we still talk.
Yeah, I talked to them today, so
Yeah.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah. So like her cousin.
Shout out to them because they watched the podcast.
Yeah. Her,
Hey.
I found that out today. Yeah, it's kind of cool.
her
That's
cousin
what's
hit
up.
me up
So-
the other day. He's like, "Yo, I just did this." He's like, "I want you to see this." I was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah.
Like we still, all of us, I think, still have a really good.
Yeah, that's cool that y'all can sustain like that
relationship
relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just kind of like viewing things after they end, right? And I think initially you do have that habit of looking at it as a waste of time or looking at it so negatively, but it has a lot to do with your personal growth and how you kind of go about it. Because over time, you learn to realize, hey, you know, and one of my buddies told me this too, because I was, you know, talking to him at work or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, shut up." He's like, "Because at the time you were exactly where you wanted to be." And I was
Yeah.
like, dude, you know what? You're fucking right.
Yeah.
In the moment, that's where I wanted to be. I wanted to be with this person. I wanted to be doing what we were doing. So why am I going to look at it negatively when there was so much positive to take away from it? You kind of got to remember all the positive and just kind of forget the negative. But don't completely forget it. Take the lesson from it.
Yeah.
You got to realize you're like Monday morning quarterbacking it, kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty
And
much.
be like, yeah.
And going off of like Michelle was saying, I just feel like if I was dating somebody, like dating, getting to know and whatever, when I actually say like you're my girlfriend and like we're making it exclusive, then like you have my attention at that point, right? It's just me and you. And then once we get married, like I would say divorce is not a thing unless you genuinely don't fucking love me anymore. Like we can't work this shit out. Then I would say get that, or if like there's cheating or anything. Other than that, we're working through all our fucking problems. Because I made that fucking commitment to you, and like we're not gonna fucking lose that.
Well,
Yeah,
and
I feel
that's,
like you said
goes
that
back
before.
to what we talk about. Love is a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
You have to choose to be in that relationship. You have to choose to love that person. You have to choose to love like all the shitty things about them
And even
and like how they make you like pissed off or upset or like those are choices.
and you just gotta like continue to invest in that relationship and everything, and continue to make it grow, even when things aren't. You've been with somebody 10 years, like you know everything in and out of that person, right? But things
Except
can get
when you wake up and you realize you don't actually know that
yeah,
person
because things
at
can
all.
get very stale, very routine, right? Things get very stale, very routine. But once you're having like, hey, like I just
After
feel
a month
like,
and a half.
yeah. I feel like things aren't like.
They'll talk about 10 years and shit. I'm like a month and a half.
That shit, that's a
No,
long
that's
time
what
for
I'm
me.
just saying, but like that's just like my view on
That's
marriage.
45 days.
We're like
By
fucking,
by 6
we're
weeks.
like dry erasing like Justin's relationship. Like, bam, hit 5. Like,
No, but I think for sure, like if I'm dating somebody, I'm taking you serious, and then
Yep.
or like making it exclusive, I'm taking you serious. It's you and me, and then because I'm not gonna be dating if I'm not gonna marry somebody, right? And then once we get married, like I said, divorce is just not a discussion. Like unless you
That's the thing,
genuinely
though,
don't
bro.
love me, because I feel like everyone's so quick. Oh, I don't love you, or they're so quick. Like man, this guy.
Yeah, it's easier
like
to
especially
leave.
yeah, or like this guy looks at me a different way, or it just feels different because it's a new person, right? Like guy showing you interest, it's easy to find that validation. If your guy's not giving you that validation, so naturally you're gonna go towards them because they're making you feel good at that moment. So yeah.
But I feel like at the same time, it's like, how can you, because first of all, it takes two people to be together, right? So like we said in the other podcast, one day your partner can roll over and be like, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. And then that's it. Then you don't have a choice in the matter.
But they're
Also, you have to think about, okay, so think about it. How old are you?
24.
Okay. Well, you were in a relationship for like a long time. So I'm going to speak about me personally. The longest relationship I've ever been is like a year and like 3 months or something like that. So obviously me being 24, I've dated a lot of women, like a lot more than I've been like in a relationship. So I've dated a lot of women. And the thing about dating women is like, you don't have any connection. I shouldn't say you don't have a connection to them, but you have no ties. Like you're not married. There's nothing that's saying, hey, like there's no consequence to you like ghosting them or breaking up with them or anything like that. Like you just do it and you're done, right? So it's like you're wired to be like when you're dating somebody, like you interact with them, you get along with them, you vibe with them, but then once the vibe gets off or you don't want to be with them anymore or y'all have problems and y'all have conflict, you split up, right? Mm-hmm. So you've done this for so many years, and then you think you found the one. You're 32, 35, whatever, how old you are. You find this one person, you get along with them really, really well, you vibe, y'all never have an argument for like a whole year. You decide this is the person, this is the one. You marry them. And then it's like, what happens when you get into like your first argument or your first fight and your first conflict? Your natural instinct, because what you've done over the past 10 years of dating, is to leave. So it's like, how do you I just feel like that's like a big reason why like the divorce rates are so high is because the hookup culture and the dating and the constantly going from woman to woman to woman or man
Just
to man
becomes
to man.
habitual.
Yeah, it's like that's all you know. That's all you've done for the past 10 years.
See, once
You know?
once
So
I put
break the
that ring
pattern.
on, yeah.
It's easy to say break
they
the
wanna
pattern,
break the
but tell a
pattern.
crackhead to stop fucking smoking crack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it's hard. That's all you know.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
gotta
but
So-
it's just,
I don't
you
know,
just have to
but-
make a conscious decision that you want to work at your relationship.
Yeah, and honestly, that's what it comes down to.
How
Remember,
bad
like,
do you want
if for it to feel
this person?
effortless,
Yeah.
like, you're not gonna be like. Sure, if you marry somebody at that point, you have that communication. No matter what the argument is, y'all haven't argued before, but you're generally gonna be like, "Let's fix this," right?
And I think that's obviously
And that, like, you're not gonna be like, "Let's fix this" because I feel bad. No, it's gonna be like, "Damn, like, once you go into effortless," because you want to fix that.
But honestly, usually it's let's fix it because we have bills to pay together and we have a house
Damn.
and
See,
we
that's
have
all
family
the wrong reasons
together.
to stay in a fucking marriage.
And it's the wrong reasons, right? But sometimes like working through those things because of those reasons, that's why you stay together because like damn, like you made the conscious effort. Like, okay, at first it's like a burden, like we have bills to pay, like we have a house together, like we have, you know, like my family and your family, like are best friends, like whatever, you know? So it's like, okay, let's see if we can do it again, like today. And then it's just like one day at a time. And then eventually like those problems like go away. And it's like, okay, maybe we are better off together. Like, I think that ultimately you find like the love again at some point, you know, like you find the reason that you were with that person and like, you just have to make a decision. Like it can't just be like, okay, well I'm gonna leave because it's easier, and then like 5 years down the line you're like, damn, like I shouldn't have left.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
I
I
just
just
feel
The
like
ladder
it
is
goes
not
back.
always
I
the
feel like
best.
it goes back to investing into the relationship because if it gets stale, like there's something that's not there. Like if we fell in love because you loved me for who I was, the things I was doing, and I'm not doing those things anymore. Like there's
Yeah, but
obviously a
people
disconnect.
grow up. Like people
Well,
change.
so and that's the thing, and I think that's the issue I have with people getting married so early within the relationship and so early within their age, like so young within age, because I would say like if you're getting married between 19 and like 22, maybe even
Believe
23,
me, it's too early because
like-
that's like when everybody like I went to school
like you're
with and
finding
everything,
yourself, like that's when you're still
Yeah.
finding yourself. So if you
Yeah.
naturally grow apart, that's okay to
you
do.
just become different people.
And that's what happens. Like that, like you're two complete different people. We don't have anything compatible. Like, okay, I can see that reason. But I also think that's a mistake to jump into a marriage at that young of age, personally.
But I mean, some people make it work.
Like, I think once you generally know who you are and like, okay, like I really want a relationship. This is who I am. You take me for who I am. Like, if I love going to strip clubs and fucking drinking out with my boys every Friday night, and you're cool with that, like,
turn up.
you know, like I think there's a specific friend we were talking about when we said that, like, you know, like our friend, I don't want to put his name out there, but their first date was a strip club, and he loves strip clubs.
Oh, but his girl's all about it too, though.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. But she loves him for who he is, like,
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
from the
yeah,
outside
yeah.
in, it's just like, bro, like you found a girl that's all about you. That's crazy, and you
Yeah.
can still be yourself when you're in front of her
That is
with
kinda
your
that's
crazy
the
boys.
whole
say that.
point.
That's
like,
fucking
in the
awesome.
relation.
Okay, so going back to cheap. Okay.
Oh,
Hey, I'm cheap about some shit. Too.
No, so I was telling him how I had bought that bedroom set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, like I was on the fence. Like the cheap part of me wanted to go with like what I kind of liked, but I really liked the more expensive one. And I was like, man, fuck, I don't know what to do. And he kept saying like, this is what Enrique'S very much. He likes something. Fuck it, let's get it. Like it's not very I wouldn't say it's impulsive, but
I do my research, bro, and then it's like I see it in front of me, I'll contemplate it for a little bit, but it's like I like it. Fuck it, let's go.
so you're not like me. I'm just like, how long is it? So for me, I was like, you know what? Because
I fucking took a nap in the damn store.
he did.
bro.
He fell asleep on the
Yes,
bed.
dude.
He's
We're
so
furniture
indecisive.
shopping,
He's
dude.
I'm so indecisive, bro. I'm very.
Hey, I went mattress shopping with him the other day. And
Oh
Okay,
my
but that wasn't
God.
that wasn't that bad.
because I made you buy it so we could leave.
Hey,
You know what?
I
But-
let him do his thing. I said, all right, I'm curling up right
But so
here.
I ended up getting it, and like now it's in my room. I was like, yeah. But the other part of behind, like once I justify it to myself, it's like, okay, how long are you gonna keep this? So if it was something like that, the cheaper one, I was just something like I can keep just for now, and then when I move, like that was just going to guest bedroom. And then for that one, like if I was to get a house or anything, but the more expensive one, I was like, you know what? The way I went about justifying is like, okay, obviously really like it. It's a little more pricey, but it's something that can, I guess, in a sense, like bring value.
You trying
like,
to break it in?
Huh?
Trying to break it in together?
Anyways, I was like, I can have it for a long time. So once I could justify like the money versus longevity.
First of all, what did you buy? You didn't even tell.
Oh, so I bought a
the
bedroom
audience.
set. I bought a
Okay.
bedroom set. Yeah, shit's not.
So
cheap.
that's
He said
dresser,
that.
mattress.
no dresser,
Dresser,
bed
bed,
frame,
nightstand,
and nightstand,
yeah.
and like it came with the mirror. I paid like
Came with the
$1,800 for it.
Oh, okay, got you.
So-
And we went and got the Tempur-Pedic.
So we ended up going to
Yeah, Tempur-Pedic.
Hell
Yeah, so we ended up
Hey,
going-
with the adjustable base.
Hey, I'm coming over.
this bitch is toxic, bro.
Literally, I was like, I'm sleeping
That's
in
what
your
I say.
bed
Let's
every
break it
day.
in, baby.
Yeah, you want to talk about?
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to talk about
money.
me?
Wait. So look, listen. But also,
Linda.
I got a good deal on it too. So that was the
Right.
other reason behind it. Like, I got a hell of a deal on that bedroom set. So then, like, I woke up a little bit early and I was like, you know what? I got some time before I go to the gym. I was like, hey, do you want to go with me to Mattress Firm? She's like, yeah, let's do it. So we went. I went the night before, and like the guy was selling me one of the mattresses that were like, I don't remember how much it was, but it was like $800. But I really didn't like it. But I was like, it's a fucking mattress. Like, what does it matter, right? Well, then I go with Michelle. I get on like 2 or 3, and obviously, like, I fell in love with the Tempur-Pedic. Like, I was like, bro, this bitch is bad. Like, it's cool. It's like
I
all
think
the
it literally
features.
cools you
Like,
off,
it was
like, while you're
amazing.
laying
Like,
there.
8 degrees colder and everything. Like, cause I'm a hot sleeper. Like, I gotta have like 3 fans on at all times. And
This dude got the lingo down and everything. He said he's a hot sleeper.
Sleeper, baby.
They really
Hey, he
sold
did
this
the mattress
motherfucker.
test while we were there.
Yeah.
Hell
too.
yeah.
yeah.
So-
You a hot
If I-
sleeper?
so, like, I was between the 2 beds. Like, obviously, the fucking Tempur-Pedic was starting. the
There it is.
It's in Invisalign.
She missed you, Mike.
Dude, it is. It has like a little. Okay, whatever. My Invisalign users out there know.
Peach. You gotta be fucked up.
Okay.
Alright, go ahead, bro.
So, the bed that I was gonna get was $2,300, and then the Tempur-Pedic, like, actually, like the. Can we stop?
Stop.
I'm gonna go home. So the bed that I like the second most, or whatever.
Go ahead.
So one of the mattresses I was gonna get that I did like was like $2,300, but I only liked it for the price and it was comfortable. I was like, okay, I can justify this. Well, then I laid in the $3,500 Tempur-Pedic, and I was like, damn.
This is just the mattress?
Yeah, just a mattress.
Just a fucking mattress, bro.
And
I
laid-
spent like fucking $500 on my mattress.
Well, so I laid in Tempur-Pedic. I was like, man, this shit's fucking great. And I was like, I love this bed. Like, I can definitely sleep in this bitch. But I was like, no, but that one's $2,300. Like, let me go with that one. So then this little devil over here like talked me into it, but then it still came with like a 10-year warranty. So I ended up talking down from $3,500 to $2,300.
Oh, shit.
And then the adjustable base, I wasn't even get the adjustable base. Like, I was just like, I don't need that shit.
Yeah,
And
but
then
he
she was,
did the demonstration for us, and we were laying there, and
All
it was
right.
like the zero gravity, and I was like,
Michelle was
"Can
eating
you
all this
please?"
shit up.
What
and
is
I was
zero
just
gravity?
100%.
Dude, the bed like literally makes you feel weightless.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It does. And
crazy.
I'm old, so like I'm coming to sleep in your bed.
So this guy's giving me like all these medical
Ooh.
terms and shit, and I was like, bro, I don't need this. He was like, and he was like, how often do you think you'd use it? I was like, if I play COD. He's like, oh, well then yeah, you can use it during the thing because you can adjust like the back to sit
and
up.
then he was like,
But I was like,
"Oh,
I don't
when
play
have
COD."
sex.
That's-
When I have sex, I
Yeah,
can
I was
push
like,
it up.
I was like, it's probably like the only time I can use
Better
it.
angles.
And
Now you can get your
tools?
ass ate like at a
Justin's
good
like,
angle.
I'll be in your bed too.
Hell yeah.
So Michelle was just like, just get it. That way, like long term, like when you get older, you can at least have it. And I was like, all right, fuck it. So I ended up getting it, but I ended up getting it for $600 versus $1,400. So it was great investment.
When?
Nice.
So it was a good investment.
It was.
I was actually proud of you because like it was a good investment.
That was a very much big boy move. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you too.
He
Damn.
Even though I took a
Yeah,
nap.
so
That's how you know you're an adult. You're like getting excited over like mattress
Bro, I'm
and
so
fucking
excited.
bedroom
I came
furniture and
home.
shit.
I started
Vacuum
ordering all this
lines.
shit. I was like, I'm not gonna ruin my wood. I'm gonna order this. Like, I saw your apartment. You have like a tray for your shit that where you throw it in. I bought that shit.
Yeah,
I
he got
bought
that
fucking
leather tray in there.
coasters and everything.
Me and Michelle were like watching your TikTok the other day, the one you made of like just your like day in the life kind
Yeah.
of thing, and then like we saw you like making your bed. I was like, bro, Enrique has like a really nice bed set. I was like, damn,
That's
I
what made me
low-key
start
want it.
looking into it because his
Yeah.
bed. I always loved his bed.
Yeah, your bed looks pretty dope.
Thanks.
Like
bro.
I'd fuck you in it, 100%.
Tonight.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. Okay.
Never mind. I'm gonna cut that. I was expecting like laughs and something. It was just like dead ass quiet. So
It's okay. We got it.
we're gonna cut that.
Nah,
Nah,
bro.
but I appreciate that.
I mean, y'all cuddled before.
I think we've all
Cuddle.
covered.
First of all, we've showered together.
Okay, pause.
No,
okay,
me and
yeah.
Enrique
Yeah,
showered
we
like
did,
next to
bro.
like cheek to
Cheek
cheek.
to cheek.
Like I mean, we were facing like the opposite way,
Double-
so
double
we were
cheeked
like
up.
like jerking each other off in the shower
Like
or anything. but-
willingly.
No, yeah. So we were
Yeah.
at your parents lived like in an apartment.
Yeah,
at the
dude,
time,
we were in
right?
an apartment, and then
We're
we were
trashed.
fucking trashed. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden, it was
was-
cold outside.
it was cold
freezing
outside and it was raining.
And then it started fucking pouring.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, bro, I raced you to the end. And we were like, okay. And
Yeah,
we fucking
literally.
took off in a dead sprint in the fucking cold ass rain.
Yeah.
My dad is laughing his ass off, just fucking there with his beer. We come back drenched as fuck, and we were like, oh, they were like, get in the shower, pendejos, da da da.
Yeah,
they had
so
it
we're like,
already
fuck it.
going. Yeah, so we were just like, fuck it. We got in there. We fucking,
So
and
we
then
both
it was
jumped
like,
in, just holding our dicks, and then
Yeah.
like Enrique was facing
like,
one
"You
way, I
done?"
was facing the other, touching
Yeah.
cheeks, and just we showered, and then
That's hot.
yeah. It's all about being like comfortable like with your masculinity, pretty much.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know
bro.
about that one.
And
Like, I
that's your
think
bro.
football.
I mean, we
locker
already
rooms
came
are a
been
little
boys since like
different, but-
elementary, so it's like it's just one of those things, you know. I mean, it's kind of like when you're in football and you're like showering like with all the guys.
No,
like, in
but
the
that's
shower.
like that's different. I, feel like that's
I mean,
different.
yeah, it is
It's
kind
not
of
like
different,
They had any
but
kind of intention for anything to be like weird.
me and Enrique didn't have any intention. We're just
That's
like,
what
hey,
I'm
bro,
saying.
like,
Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
didn't
Yeah,
have
yeah,
any
for sure.
intention
Like, I
for it
wouldn't
to be,
shower
like,
with you.
weird.
yeah.
You
I
wouldn't?
mean, I feel like if we were in the same position that like me and Enrique were in, were like that day at that time, you would probably
just
do the
made
same
sense.
thing. Yeah. Just literally just. I'm not gonna say it
y'all,
made
like,
sense,
walk
but
around,
Yeah, okay, yeah, I
y'all,
take that
like
back.
walk around in your underwear
It
together.
just-
Like, what's the difference?
True,
yeah,
true.
it's just one of those
I mean,
things where it's like you're just there to shower, get clean, like
And
all right,
plus,
bro.
y'all say some weird things to each other. Like,
But it's okay. You could do that.
We can be very sus.
I mean,
I feel like you just do that with your boys though. Like I had
Yeah.
this one coworker at work. We used to do that shit too. Like it felt like it was y'all, but I had a guy at work though.
So if okay, I have a question.
Like, give me some ideas on how.
So like if me, Chavi, and Enrique all got into a fight with each other, who would win?
I don't know.
I feel like it's a good one. I don't know.
That's a,
I'm
that's a
picking
pretty good
between
one.
either Chavi or Enrique. Like, debating.
damn.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like whoop Enrique's ass. I don't know about Justin.
I feel like Enrique has like rage though.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
about to say that. He has
Yeah.
like childhood trauma that's
Yeah.
like.
God damn! Enrique's just like waiting to beat somebody's ass.
Hey,
No,
low key,
literally,
bro.
he's waiting for the day.
I'm
like
literally,
damage,
yeah.
you know, like that
Yeah.
fuels you.
That's crazy.
But then I was thinking like Chavi's a cop, so. But then he's getting his.
Yeah. No.
Oh, you know
literally.
what? I've always wanted to wrestle Justin. Like, because I'm
Naked?
not gonna punch. Like, unless we spar.
Like just like grapple kind of thing and wrestle.
Yeah.
Justin is like aggressive
feel-
though, like
Bro.
when you're wrestling.
Like I've
Yeah.
always like I've tried and he's just never down.
No,
Dude.
because he does. It's not playing. He doesn't play.
That's the thing. I can't.
He doesn't play.
It's either like I'm
by-
100%, like I'm fucking like full rage. Like I've been in 2 fights on the streets and I've won both of them. So,
There's
but
no like middle ground. For
yeah.
Because like we'll start playing around fighting, but then it turns to like
yeah,
like
I
even
don't.
when we're in the academy, like wrestling and stuff like that, like it starts okay, but then like he actually like.
I did
tries to
defense
beat my
tactics with
ass.
Kirk. Like that's all you need to know, bro. And it's like me and Kirk were going at it the whole time. So
That
it's
dude's
like,
big as fuck.
yeah, exactly.
And
Kirk's
he
like
has a lot
6'2",
of rage too.
250, like solid muscle. Like the dude's
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
yeah. So it's like I don't have like the in between. It's either like I'm fucking around, like I'm not gonna take you serious, or it's like I'm trying to kill you. So that's
Nice.
why I'm that way.
Nice. Balance. I like
Yeah, he
it.
It's not a
doesn't-
balance.
there's no balance.
It's the extremes. But I will do everything I possibly can not to put my hands on somebody, like if I don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You just hit that on the head. I got a lot of rage or whatever. Because I even find that shit in the gym. Like, I get pissed off if I can't fucking... Yeah, like if I fail a fucking PR.
It's funny because we can see it.
Bro,
Dude, if I fail a fucking PR or the weight's not fucking going up, bro, I get mad.
so instead of cutting
Dead
yourself,
ass.
you lift heavyweight.
Shut the fuck up.
What do you say?
That shit was...
It's a-
so on the last podcast... So how did it even come up on the last podcast?
Because
talking
y'all were
about
talking about my
sad
fucking
boy
sad boy TikToks. And I
Enrique was making like
yo.
sad boy TikToks for a
Mm.
while, and one of our guests, Christian, I don't remember exactly what he said.
It was like, so explain
verbatim.
that. Yeah, he said, so explain that. And then I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, you know, you film yourself doing a lift and you put a sad sound over it, da da da. And he was like, oh, it's kind of like emo, right? And, da, da, da. and then I was like, I mean, fucking, I don't know, I guess, yeah, maybe. And then I tried to keep going on, and he was like, so like instead of cutting yourself, you
just lift heavy
heavy
weights.
shit.
Dude, funniest shit ever. Wait, so you picking So you're picking Enrique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would y'all date a girl who's taller than
Yeah,
you?
we have.
Fuck no.
Cause like
That's
I
beta.
low key like, there's some tall girls, bro. It's just like damn.
I wouldn't date a guy shorter than me.
Well, you're like 5'2", so.
They're
Hey.
still short guys. Look at Chavy.
We're
I
the
mean,
same
if
lane.
she-
Hey, we're the same lane down. Charlie likes to climb trees too.
Hey.
I feel like I would, but maybe like 2 inches, 3 inches max.
They're all the same height when they're laying down in bed.
Yes, sir.
That's all I gotta say.
Just like a pig thing to say.
Oh, cause I'm a bitch.
He is a pig.
Did you forget who I am? Nah, I'm playing. Let me chill. I've never dated a chick that was taller than me though.
Me neither.
My
Not even the same height. If she's taller than you wearing heels, I'd be like, I won't even work out next. Like when I'm at the gym and I'm like working out, like doing like tricep push downs or something. If there's like a chick next to me who's taller than me, I swear to God, I will like walk away.
Bro, there's a
I
couple
would not
of
stand next to
them.
a chick that's like taller than me, bro. I just won't.
Yeah,
Cause I
there's
feel
a-
so beta. And maybe I'm probably a little bitch for like thinking that way, but like
Yeah.
whatever. That's just it is what it is, bro. Like I'm not gonna stand next to you and you're gonna be taller than me. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen.
No, but there's a couple of them that work out at Apple and they're fucking tall and like fucking some of them are
And
like
jacked.
pretty fucking jacked.
There's
yeah,
chicks
there's chicks that are tall and
way
Bro,
bigger
the
than
guy-
me that go to
the
fucking
girl
Apple.
walking behind Jake today.
No, literally,
bro.
And Jake is like on
Jake
gear,
was walking
bro.
to us like this, and we are like, "Bro, the girl behind you is bigger
No,
than you."
yeah. Jake was intentionally acting like he was bigger than what he was, literally walking like this, and I was like, Jake, bro, the girl behind you was literally bigger than you,
Just
and she
fucking mogging
was
her.
fucking massive, dude.
Yeah.
She
Like
was
bigger than
mogging,
all of
bro.
us, and I was just like,
Yeah.
wow. It was kind of hot, but I don't know. You're not? Are y'all into like girls that are like super like jacked and big like that?
No, not really. But
No.
that shit's impressive though.
But
And
I
I'm
will
just
say-
like,
Yeah, you like,
damn,
you respect
hey,
it?
That's, yeah.
Yeah.
There is some girls that like I've seen like their before, like they're shredding and after, and I was like, "Damn, like you look more attractive shredded than you did like cut."
I don't like the super shredded. Like if you have a six pack, that's kind of gross to me.
Really?
Yeah, I actually really like your physique. I feel like your physique is like not even to like you know blow your head up or anything, but like your physique is kind of like what I'm really into because I like shorter chicks and like your like bottom extremities are like thicker, and that's like what I really go for.
Dude, I didn't even look
Thick
like the same,
thighs
but I'm
save
saying the same.
lives.
No, but like
That's
I would
nice.
say the like closest to shredded, or like kind of like when you can see like the outline of the abs, but like not.
That line's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't even have to have abs though, as long as your stomach's flat.
Yeah.
It looks good. Yeah.
I feel like I'm just trying to get, some abs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have abs.
I've
Maybe I should
never-
lower my expectations, but
Yeah.
never
I was thinking that
fucking-
today. Like I was like, would I ever win a six pack? And I don't think I would.
I feel like I would just to say I did it because I never fucking had it. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I
I've
don't
always
have
been
a
like
a
that's
thick
desire
dude,
to
bro.
have a six pack.
Yeah.
I
You
just
what?
I don't have a desire to have a six pack.
yeah.
I just want to look lean.
Honestly, if I could look like fucking Jack West, then that, yeah, cool.
Yeah, Jack West's hot.
He
pretty hot.
is.
Yeah,
Oh my
he is, right?
god, that
I
man.
gotta
Yeah, I
look
feel like
this
that's
guy
low key like your
Ooh,
type.
that is so my type.
Wait.
Yeah.
His physique is
Let's look
dope.
him up. Let's look him
Brown beard, Jack
Yeah,
tattoos,
brown
marine,
beard.
like yeah.
Ooh, the
for
marine
sure.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just rolled his eyes.
Mm.
Dude, that guy's
And he came to Alpha Land. I
He is
totally
pretty
missed
fucking-
him.
Yeah,
did you?
yeah.
Oh, I
He was
saw
at Alpha for a
him.
little bit.
Yeah, he was here for a
chilling.
little bit. Bro, fucking Kevin Gates was there today.
Yeah, I missed him. I didn't see him.
Dog, I was like, what the hell? One of
Yeah,
the
it's pretty
dudes-
crazy.
Yeah, one of the dudes I follow that works there or whatever, he posted the video and I was like, get the fuck out of here. And then I went to Kevin's fucking story too and he was wearing the same shit and I was like, bro,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
Is he like doing like a show down here?
I don't know what the
Because
fuck
he's not
he's
from
doing.
Houston, right?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think
know,
so.
I don't know what
Aren't
the
they
fuck
having
he's
that?
doing.
At South
he
by
was at the Rockets
Southwest?
game.
Oh,
Was he?
Yeah. Ever see that thing on Wayfair where it was like selling furniture, but it was like the name of the furniture was like girls' names, and it was like a
Deceased kids.
storage.
Kids.
Deceased kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like selling.
wait, there's some dead
Kids.
kids.
No, okay, so it was like a whole thing that
Like a
there was a
pedophile thing.
there was like a pedophile thing and
Yeah.
somehow they got tied into it. I don't know, but they were naming the furniture after the victims.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can have the fucking table right there was called the Charlie.
And you would
See,
like buy the.
I thought it was like you
But
can
you
order.
actually were buying
the kid.
Yeah, you were buying the
Yeah.
girl. It was like
Yeah.
disguised. The furniture was
Yeah.
disguised. Like you're buying furniture.
It's a real dark black hole.
I don't even think it's a conspiracy. I truly
Yeah.
believe that shit goes on.
They were
Like,
saying like on Amazon too that they were doing it. It would be like super crazy like a table like this that would cost like $150. They were selling for like $4,000 or something, $10,000.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then like you couldn't just order it like you had to have like a special code or something, like when you ordered it, and then they would like send the girls or the kids or whatever. Super weird.
Really?
So I was watching one of Bradley Martin's
She's
podcasts.
like, wow, this is eye opening.
So I was watching one of Bradley Martin's podcasts, and he had
Smart.
2 guests on there.
Hey,
So
fuck that.
and
Raw talk. Shout out.
yeah. So the 2 guests, they're married, and they have their own podcast. It's called Jumper, or it's called No Jumper. It's a very, very popular podcast. Like millions of people watch it. So the guy who started No Jumper, he originally started like interviewing like rap artists and stuff, but then him and his like wife started like kind of like a side podcast, and it's all about like sex and porn and stuff like that. So what they do on the side podcast is it's on OnlyFans. So him and his wife, they will interview a guest who is normally a female. It's always another female that they interview. And then so they'll do like a 30, 45-minute podcast. And then at the end of the podcast, they have sex with their guest. So they have a threesome. And it's on OnlyFans.
Wow.
And Justin's like, wow, I'm down.
And I was like, that's revolutionary, bro. Like nobody's ever done that. Like that's like a whole nother like porn, but like to a whole different like kind of level.
I heard a lot of like porn stars are going away from like actually working with companies, and they're now making like OnlyFans or doing their own little companies.
Because you make so much money.
Because of that, and like they don't have to have any other contracts behind it, and they can pick who the guests are and everything like that.
Well, it's you make so much more money, and then 2, you own your own content. You're not owned by like a management or like a company, and nobody's like getting that split. Like you're your own, business essentially. So I don't know. I thought that was pretty cool.
So you're doing feet pics or
I'm doing all of it. Hey,
I would
whatever
do
they
feet
paying for,
pics.
like
I
I'm
don't-
doing it.
Farting in a jar.
Farting in a
Charlie,
jar.
would you ever
Yeah.
make an OnlyFans?
I would.
If somebody
I don't know.
guaranteed you the same amount of money.
No, not for
I
the
think
same amount of
that's
money.
that's a moral thing though. Like,
Oh, okay.
The most I'd go is like feet
Justin's
pics.
like, oh,
Obviously, mine are
okay.
real low.
I would do like feet pics. That's about
Nobody
it.
wants
Fuck
to
is
buy
paying
that.
for your fucking feet,
Bro,
pics?
like, hey, people out there.
feet pics are a thing.
Dude, like, they are a thing. I would do, like, feet pics, maybe, like, sell my fucking sweaty underwear from the gym. But, like,
That's a thing.
These are my sweaty underwear for my deadlift PR.
like, my dick's sacred, bro.
There
It
you
ain't
go.
for the world. Like,
That's gross.
like,
Wild.
my dick ain't for the world, baby.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
sure?
No. Oh.
Working. Oh, so hold on. So hold on. I just got a Snapchat from one of my coworkers,
Uh-oh.
and it's a box, and it says vasectomy kit,
Oh.
and then she titled it "There You Go" with 3 exclamation points and laughing emojis.
I would get a vasectomy right now.
I would totally
I
get
would.
one. Can you make me an appointment for that, by the way?
I think there's an age. Like, I think there's a certain age you have to.
No, trust me. Have one kid with the wrong person, and then
No. But I think there's an age. Like, the doctors won't let you do it until you get to
I think there are some like requirements or whatever, but
I don't think
It can
so.
be reversed,
They can
though.
be reversed.
yeah, it
now.
can always be
It's not
reversed.
like
That's
a
true.
thing.
I might have a different perspective like 10 years down the road, but
So I have this guy. So he like messaged me on like Instagram one day, and he'll always like, or he just started like swiping up, like he's like good shit or like whatever, pretty much good shit, like type shit, right? I'll look through his
in regards to
Instagram.
what?
Just like-
Literally, like, what was
Oh,
good shit?
okay, I'm thinking. Okay. I'm sorry. So he would say like good shit, so like, cause I'll post like my workout content, or,
Oh,
like me
okay.
at the gym or something. He's like good shit or you look good.
It's a
whatever,
cool
whatever.
dresser, bro.
And so it's like if Enrique or someone else, like someone we know that goes to the gym, they say good shit, like yo, like appreciate it, whatever. So he would say that shit, right? Well then, I feel like he's been trying to like have a conversation with me, but I've been like, kind of like, whatever.
He's trying to smash.
So literally at 1 o'clock, like dude, it was like 1 o'clock last night. The guy messaged me, and he goes,
Yeah, he's
"I'm
trying
gonna
to
read
smash.
your message."
1 o'clock.
Dude,
That's what happens when you
That
like
booty
turn
call.
into a
He's-
social
he
media
said-
Social
influencer.
media
So-
influencer.
So what
He's
you
a
doing?
fitness
he
influencer.
said, "Okay, I'll
Chavi
read your
fit over
messages." He said, "Looking good in the suit." Oh, he said, "Looking good in a suit." When I went to that wedding, he said, "Looking good in a suit." I was like,
Yeah, he tried.
Wait,
to
he
smash.
said, he said, "Looking good in a suit, my dude." And I was like, "I appreciate you, man." He said, "You're welcome." Then he put like a little blushy face after that.
Oh,
so I saw that and I was like,
find out, Chavi.
Cut it. You said
I didn't
no.
reply. And then he said, I saw the video of you hitting 4 plates. Congrats. Didn't reply. And then he said, no. And then I said, "Thank you, brother, man." And then he
Is that a
said,
dick pic?
he's like, keep it up. You look great. And then I just didn't reply because I was like, no, because like I can be gay with them and like I accept it from them. But with somebody else, like I don't know, isn't like no. So he said, hey broski, at 4:03 in the morning. Jeez. So he said, oh shit. At 4:03 in the morning, he said, hey broski. I said, what's up? Because I like it's late. Like maybe there's a reason you're missing. Maybe you need like I don't know. I was like, what's up? He said, how are you? And I was like, never been better, period. What's up? Like, why'd you message me, He said, let's get it here. He's like, not much, just wanted to make small chat, haha. And I was like, you been good yourself? Question mark. Like, what's, like, I'm just trying to figure out why you're messaging me. He said, yeah, I'm good, just working a lot. And I just didn't reply to it. And I'm just like, bro.
What's he look like?
I'll show you.
She's like, I'm interested.
Yeah, Tommy, I think he's trying to eat your ass.
No, literally.
You should let him.
No, bro.
On your Tempur-Pedic.
So, like,
with the adjustable button.
Got you sitting up and everything. The anti-gravity.
Hey, zero gravity,
perfect
bro. It's like
spot,
you're in
dude.
space.
It was a perfect
Oh my
How oblivious can you be? Like,
I think now is just like first I actually went through his profile and I saw it. And I was like, oh.
he's so friendly. Oh my god.
No, but like I saw that, but like he's
What
like,
a nice guy.
I genuinely was like, okay, well, he texted me this fucking late, like, what's up? Like that's what I said, like, what's up? Like I'm doing good. What's up? Like, what you need? But yeah,
What do you think?
She needs some dick.
Bro, like,
but I was so short. Like, if a girl texted me like that,
You were
I'd be
just
like,
playing hard to
okay.
get, bro.
Yeah.
playing hard to get.
No.
What the wait?
What do you always,
What
what do you always say? Don't be too available.
Boy, thought
He
you were
turned that
playing
shit around on you.
Damn, my boy, you sweating. He got you hot. Huh?
I've been sweating.
Sweating since like the start of the podcast.
Damn.
I saw that. I was like,
Dude, I sweat easily, bro. I sweat easily. Like,
I was talking to this pregnant chick
Oh,
Oh, I know.
for a little bit. I mean, I wasn't like talking to her. I was like communicating with her, but
bro, that could have been your first threesome.
Hey, remember the joke?
hey, no.
so-
Chavi had a funny fucking joke, bro. So I forgot how it. No, I think it was like the first time me telling you about her,
Yeah.
or whatever. So like, she would always comment on my TikToks because I've been making like a lot of TikToks lately, and she would always comment on them. And she's like a badge bunny or whatever, right? So she ended up like following me on Instagram. So like I followed her back, whatever, and like following her on Instagram, I found out she was already pregnant with like some other dude that's like not really involved or whatever. But anyways, long story short, like she's pregnant, and like I was just talking to her, bullshitting, whatever. She's cool.
So he told me about this girl, and I was like, 3 skis?
Yeah,
And
like
then-
3 skis.
Yeah.
And then you said it though.
Yeah, I said it. And you're like, well, no, she's pregnant.
Yeah. I was like, well, no, she's pregnant. And then Chavi goes, oh, 4 skis? I'm like, bro, that shit was so funny, dude. Like I literally like lost my shit
I can't believe
laughing.
you told her that, though.
Yeah. Wait.
You told her, didn't you? You're like, yo, this
Oh
is
no,
my
yeah,
friend
I
said.
did. And I told her that, like that exact conversation we had, and she busted out laughing. She thought it was like the funniest thing ever.
Oh, wow.
She used to be a
That's cool.
cop. She was a MP, military police. So
Oh, wow.
she's like cool. Like I still like bullshit and talk to her like every once in a while. So yeah, but that was like a funny story. Yeah, we can wrap it up. It's late, so
What time is it?
if you made it to the end, we appreciate you watching, taking the time out of your day to listen to us talking bullshit about these absolutely random and absurd topics.
Yeah, I don't know where today was completely like
Yeah,
off the dome.
we literally just like raw dogged this podcast.
Go subscribe, leave a like, and a comment. Tell us how we did.
Literally, leave a comment. Tell us.
Comment section finna
You know.
be crazy.
Thank you all for tuning in. If you made it to the end, share, like, subscribe, comment, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your dad, tell your grandpa, grandma, stepsister, especially if you're stuck in the
And-
dryer.
Your imaginary best friend and the
That's
demon
all.
in your house.
No, literally. On
See
that
ya.
note, y'all have a super duper fantastic night. Peace.
yeah, that was.
That was so fucking long, bro. Like half that shit ain't even gonna make it in.